My heater on the past 2 days because it suddenly just dropped down to 30 here for like 3 days, and then now it's back up to 70 degrees.
Yeah, that's what I was complaining about earlier on stream too. It's like, turn on the heater, turn on the AC, turn on the heater, turn on the AC. Freaking Texas, man.
Hi, everyone. Everyone's here for the weather report. So, yeah, no, it dropped. I think it's like 30 degrees outside right now. And it is freezing.
Literally.
Windy. There was snow. It was just horrible.
I thought you liked the snow.
I like the cold, but I don't like when the temperature changes rapidly. Like, if it stayed this temperature all year, I'd be fine. But when it changes all of a sudden, when I wasn't ready for it, my body doesn't like it. I need time to adjust.
You don't. I had a 40-degree shift in temperature from yesterday to today, and it's going to get warmer tomorrow, so I don't.
You know, I don't like that either. I don't like when it gets hot all of a sudden. I'm just, my body needs time to acclimate. Anyway, hi. Hello, everyone. We're here for some Dungeons and Dragons. Happy Ruins Eve, everyone. Okay.
What's up, Devoury?
Alrighty then.
Are you pressing the buttons or am I typing this out?
For who? Oh, cheerful? Whoa, hold on a second. Let's get our own introductions out of the way first, and then you can start shouting people out.
Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, we are joined by a new group. Well, not a new group. One new player. Everybody else is in one of the campaigns. So, welcome, Silver. Hopefully, you make it through. Don't die.
Wait, what about Thorn?
Thorn is not new. He plays in 2 other games.
Oh,
I only play in one other game, actually.
I was gonna say he DMs one, he plays in one other game, and you're on deck for another game. Stop it.
Hey, don't yell at me. I didn't say it.
I've never played D&D before.
Okay, they're all new.
I thought he meant this game.
What? No.
No importa. No te preocupes.
Stop saying things that I don't understand. Anyway, so I'm gonna let these happy.
He said something along the lines of having to poop, I think.
This happy lot introduce themselves. And we'll start with Silver. Go ahead, Silver. Tell everybody who you are.
She's laughing.
Don't choke. Jesus Christ.
She's dying.
I looked up just as it happened. I know. You're not getting out of it. Go ahead.
Silverwolf, I stream occasionally. I'm actually on hiatus right now because due to my health, but you'll see me here every other Tuesday for Vecna.
What do you mean your health? Do you need to...
I'm fine right now. It's what I'm having right now is not that.
Okay.
I will let you know if it's that. It's not that.
Okay.
Okay. No te preocupes, but now I can't
get
past that.
Wow, your Spanish just got progressively worse as you said that one word. Anyway, go
because
ahead,
she knew
Rhino.
it was gonna point out poopies, and she's gonna say poopies now at the end. I'm Rhino. I play Dolthron, our short hairy person. It's a dwarf. Jesus. I said I was tired when we started this.
You're going to be low energy today,
And
I
I'm
could tell.
our cleric. I mean, it may not be low energy, but it's gonna be nonsense. I'm our cleric, and yeah, this is my first time ever playing D&D.
Why? Okay, before Thorn goes, why do we have the pun is not reset? Okay, now we're back to 0. Okay, go ahead, Thorn.
Hello, I'm Thorn. This is my first time playing this module. But I play King Gizzard, the lizard folk wizard. He is in fact a king. He has a little wooden crown on his head. As for other things that I do, if you come back tomorrow, I'll be in charge and the DM for Rise of the Crypt Lords.
I like how you think you're in charge.
I mean, I kind of am.
I mean,
at least
we still
50%
don't
in
even know
charge.
if we're alive tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yep. So technically, he
could
is
be
until we
so
find
in
out if we're
charge
alive
that he
or not.
has us all show up tomorrow and be like, "Oh yeah, you died. I just wanted you to show up."
Yeah, I just wanted to see if you'd show up, right? Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Wait.
You know, I can kind of see Havoc doing that though.
Anyway.
Nah, probably not. He'll be like, I don't want to do that extra work. No, y'all are dead. I'm done.
Hold on, I got a fisher wire. All right. Thorn, was that it?
Yes, I don't stream, so find me here and nowhere else.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna have to work on that.
All right, lady.
Hi, I'm Lady Magda. I cannot speak today. I'm blaming Rhino. Affectionately known as Lady M, and I play Carista, our darling tiefling ranger, who is here to see how grumpy little man gets. Little cleric gets.
Little
nah,
man?
I'm not gonna push your buttons today. Little cleric man. You know, the little cleric man that just holds all the healing stuff.
Dwarves. They don't like being called men. I can see why you two are so friendly with each other.
You mean little?
Alright. So that is our group of players. Everybody, they have already ventured forth. They were recruited by Lord Neverember to basically figure out what's going on, why some wealthy aristocrats have gone missing. Most recently, 4 of them have gone missing at the same time, taken from their homes or various places of employment.
Peasants.
What?
And a couple peasants, but those.
Yeah, but they're not paying you for the peasants. You get paid by the aristocrat. So they have secured you to investigate. Basically, all the magics have led you to the Never Death monastery? Cemetery. Yes, Never Death Cemetery. And you have entered a particular monastery that was being... Basically, their magics were being shielded against. So you have entered. And after a little bit of looking around, you all heard some noises, and the door shut behind you. And that's where we're going to take it away.
You mean a mausoleum, not a monastery?
That's what I meant. Yeah. I don't need your corrections, all right? Like, Grammarly?
There's a difference.
It's a very big difference, actually.
I know there's a big difference. I don't need it right now, okay? I'm going to take my...
You knew what he meant.
Yeah, you knew what I meant.
You gotta realize she's saying that she doesn't care what your
hold on. So that's Rain and Cheerful playing the game. Because Rain was here second. She was technically the first streamer to get here.
Anyway.
For those of you who don't know, Rain is my daughter.
Someone clip when I first said put the goalpost
We'll be
back
affiliate
so I can
soon.
make that a redeem when I get there.
Yeah, she should be tomorrow or Thursday. Which is going to be funny because me and my daughter are going to share an affiliate anniversary.
Oh.
If we get it...
that she came in early?
Yeah, if she comes in early, we're basically going to have the same... No. she's gonna be like a day after me. So we're gonna celebrate it together on Saturday. And then here's Cheerful. Did I miss anyone? I think I got everybody.
In chat? No, I don't think so.
Okay. All right.
These are all
Everybody
the
on the map?
windows.
Do you need to be reminded how to get to a map?
Maybe not.
It doesn't show that I'm on
Wait,
a
what the
map
heck?
to join.
Doesn't
Oh,
know
that's
I'm
because
on
I
the map
have.
either.
That's right, because I haven't shared a map with
And
you.
how did he survive that?
No, you stopped sharing after we made adjustments this morning.
There you go. We're all on the map.
Meaning.
All of you could see in the dark? Nope.
No.
No, most of us. That's
Uh,
right, most of us.
Most of you can see in the dark.
Mhm.
All right. So this is the room that you were in that had basically the coffins leaning up against, like angled up against the wall, all of which were empty. You saw some bits of bone and scraps of clothes at the bottom of them, but not much else. And then the noises are coming from the south. I had you roll initiatives. So, Famir, you're actually up. What would you like to do?
Well, okay. That was quick. Um,
Jumping
Surprise.
right in.
yeah, I see that. It's. She's gonna get her bow out and stay in the back because she's not going first. If she sees anything hostile towards any one of us, she's going to shoot.
And if you see anything hostile towards one of you, you're going to shoot.
Shoot the hostile creature. If anything attacks us, I'll shoot it.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold my action for that because no, I'm not going first.
That's fine. All right, pass your turn. Kalista, you're up.
Question. Why am I wounded?
Hmm?
That's a good question. Why are you wounded?
Oh, you did damage to yourself earlier when you were fixing your character. There, you're not wounded.
Thank you. I'm like, what the hell?
Also, your AC is wrong. Did you not put your gear back on?
I should have put my gear back on. Hold
No,
on.
you have it carried. So,
Oh,
equip. It has to be
That's where
equipped.
it is. Hold on. Finding it. Where's it? Studded. ST.
It's third one from the bottom.
There we go. There we go. Now we're at 15. That was the only thing I changed, right?
Yeah, that's why I noticed it right away because you had changed it today, and I was like, "That's not the right number." All right. Anyway,
Now,
what
here's
are you doing?
something. Okay, there's also something new I noticed, and I'm sorry, but it might be something that I need. There in the combat tracker is a checkbox that says react with a question mark.
Yes. So you know how you have like opportunity attacks and reactions, but you only have one per turn.
Uh-huh.
So
Oh,
ideally, when you use them, you're supposed to click on that so that
Okay.
you know you used it, especially on like big combats. For the most part, we're pretty good about remembering, but yeah, I do it for NPCs when I have a lot of them. I check off which ones use their reactions. You can you can check off yours as well, but it's it's a way to keep track.
Okay. So then I'm going to pull out my bow and knock it, and then
I'm not gonna tell you try
the
it.
doors are behind us, right? They're
And
closed.
there's one. Also, hi, Rainbow.
Yay.
The doors behind you did close. Yes, they slam shut.
Okay, so then I am going to, at the ready, just kind of step forward twice. Well, I guess it's not twice, but 2 squares.
Okay.
And not shoot yet.
Okay, don't shoot nothing yet.
Okay, is that still I moved. That isn't considered holding an action, is it? Or is it still?
No, holding an action is it's a readied action. So holding an action's from prior editions, and we keep saying it, but you do a readied
Ready in
action.
action.
So movement doesn't have anything to do with that.
All right, then I'm just going to ready my action for anything that comes at me. But I'm also looking to see if I see anything from my position here.
So if anything comes at you, you're going to shoot it?
Yeah, but do I
Okay.
see anything coming at me or moving?
Not currently, no.
Okay.
All right.
All right, then switch.
So readied actions. So everybody is aware, readied action. I'm going to remind you. You can ready a movement. You can ready. Oh, welcome in, Raiders. I was just watching you guys.
Hey.
You guys finished already? So, welcome in. If you guys don't know, it's Playotic. If you haven't followed them, you should. Let's give them a quick shout out. What you guys doing? How did it go? Did you get to the lighthouse? I was literally watching them right before we started, and I was gonna say goodbye, but I kind of just put them on. Actually, I'm
Also,
still
what the
in their
fuck is
channel.
this about a cookie, and why don't I have one?
They are.
So you just rated yourself.
red velvet gooey butter.
I did.
cookies.
I should be in my
Where
channel
the
again.
fuck is
Yeah,
mine?
look, I am. I'm
There's
a raider
wiggles?
from thing when I did the shout out.
Extremely disappointed in you.
And for
got
those,
Arkansas.
I'm not a
we
huge
got a
red
whole bunch.
velvet
Play
fan,
out
but
of
that
the
does
This is
sound
the one that
intriguing.
drew the pictures.
I have to try it now on stream. I was like trying
Oh,
not to eat
yeah.
in front of people, but
Eat it.
alright.
That was that's me.
I'm sensing some shame, maybe.
No shame.
No, they were fantastic pictures,
Oh.
but they only
I
saw a
wanna
name.
read-
Now they have a face.
I want to redo the Powerpuff one though. I did the Powerpuff one quick because it was like, oh, that was funny, and I thought it was funny, so I drew it out. But I want to draw it so that it actually looks like them. But okay. Hi. Now, welcome in. So, what was I saying? Oh yes, ready actions. When you do ready in action, you have to state what action you were readying and what is the trigger. You can't just say, you got to give me two things. Okay? So keep that in mind because you both just did the same thing. Hey, Monkey Man, how you doing? So, all right. Gizzard, what are you doing, sir?
I'm going to use my action for minor conjuration to make a little pebble because
Okay.
it glows dim light in 5 feet, so I can see kind of.
Okay, so you giving yourself a candle.
I think so. I don't know how much light a candle gives out.
That much.
Yep, that's how much that's how much I can see.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
All right. We get to go. All right. So,
We.
yes, we get to go. So this gentleman is going to pop out over here. He is going to climb out of a partially open coffin and head in this direction. He's going to get to right there, draw out a long sword, and then charge up the steps. Clearly, so this is about the time where he's going to take a swing at you. Or you...
But do I get to shoot first since I said that if something was coming at me?
Yeah,
Oh my
you get to
God.
shoot. So you get your shot off. God bless you.
Hmm.
Twice.
All of a sudden, I'm having a coughing fit. That's
Now you know how I
fantastic.
feel. Oh, I need Deltrin and Gizzard. I need the two of you to roll a D20.
Uh-oh.
In the open or in the tower?
In the open, I just want to see which one of you are higher.
Me.
Oh,
Alright, so you
Yes.
are the victim of Callista's bad luck today.
What?
You'll see.
Well,
Alright,
I'm glad you
Kalista,
rolled a
shoot the
We
rate.
started off by wasting a 20 on getting bad luck.
oh my goodness. Hold on. God damn it. See, I told you. I told you all the rolls we did earlier was going to ruin it for the game today.
Why were you rolling d20s earlier?
She was fixing her
'Cause we-
character, and they had her roll dice to like do stuff, and she thinks now she has
and I
bad
had
luck.
18s, 19s, 20s, so many high numbers, and freaking A. Now I roll a 3.
You don't roll dice on game day.
Yeah, you use them for the day. Anyway, so my guy is gonna come up to you, and he is going to make a couple of attacks.
Fabulous.
So first attack he's gonna do is this one. That is going to hit you.
Wait, real quick, with my reaction, don't I get to shoot twice since I get to attack twice?
No. Reaction.
Okay.
When you ready an action, you have one attack.
One.
If you have multiple attacks, you only get to use one. Because you're basically turning it into a reaction.
Okay. Understandable.
All right. I need you to make a Constitution save. Oh, you rolled a 1 for a Constitution save.
Can I
So,
use an inspiration on that?
you don't. No.
Oh no, that would be Halfling's luck, and I don't have any. God damn it.
No. Because you.
Chat. Chat, my
Well,
dears.
No halfling luck. Be none of that. Okay. So since you failed the Constitution save, you have been hit by a life drain. Life drain effectively reduces your is it Constitution? No, your hit point maximum is reduced for as long as I say.
And I no longer have the power to add Halfling's luck, so DM, would you be so kind?
No, I'm not looking at the chat yet. Hold on, I'm trying to figure out how much your hit points maximum is reduced by 3. So you can only have a maximum of 71 hit points. Of course, it's cheerful. There.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. He's going to take a second attack now. That one will miss. This one here is going to pop out of his coffin and walk up to here. He's also going to hit you with a life drain, or attempt to, which would miss, and he's going to attack you with his sword.
Ugh.
Oh yeah, that's true. For me, you had a held action as well, by the way.
You're confused.
Well, they attacked her, so your trigger was if somebody attacks your party. So you could shoot the first one, because that would have been the one that triggered it.
Would that be a -5?
No, you're not. You're not really shooting through people.
Okay, so no minus. Okay,
And the dwarf is short.
I want to make sure.
Oh, that's gonna hit one of them.
Ooh. You know, you would hope so. That number.
Right? You would hope.
Alright, do I get a sneak attack on this? I believe so. Hold on. Okay, brain.
It should automatically do it.
It didn't.
Do you not have it on? Nope, you didn't have it on.
Oh.
So on your character sheet, hold on. Let's put that on for you. Because it was on, and I guess they went off. It should be the one that says on turn. That one. Alright. It'll work the next time. Roll. How many d6 do you have on your sneak attack?
2.
You have 2 d6 at level 10?
I get 2 d6.
it's too low.
It's definitely too low.
At level 10, you should have, I want to say 5. But that might be a little bit too high.
It's showing me 2d6.
It's showing you on your character sheet because it has to manually be changed. You doing these? The amount of extra dice decreases when you gain levels in the class. Of course, it's on the rogue table. So let's go there real quick and find it.
Yes, it's 5d6.
It is 5. Okay. So roll 5d6, and I'll add them to the damage. Because you would have got sneak attack because you waited for it to get next to Callista. So that's 14 more points of damage. That's piercing damage. Yes?
Yes.
Alright. So that would be this one over here, number 3. So he will take... Sorry, math. Okay. Alright, so you send an arrow into him. It doesn't seem to phase him as much as you think it should.
Yeah.
Like, I also need you to roll a wisdom saving throw, please. As their skeletal faces come into view. Oh no. Roll a d20. Oh, I'm sorry, D100, not a D20. I was like, why is that all? Yeah, D100, sorry. It's the double 0 dice. Yeah, that one. Oh, you rolled a 1. It was the same thing. Okay, so your character... Well, hold on. I will just... Like, you let your arrow fire, and you hit this creature, and when the arrow hits it, like, where blood should spill out, you see a little bit of, like, sand and dirt, like, fall from the thing, and it looks over in your direction. Now it's clear that it has, like, a skeletal face, and upon seeing that skeletal face, you're basically retreat into your mind. And you're, like, struck dumb with fear.
Safe space.
Yes. Alright, so your character is effectively paralyzed, like, with fear right now. You rolled a 1. That's your fault, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I know. It's
Alright.
my fault. I know it.
So this one came running up the steps. He is going to also do an attack from life drain on Callista.
There's a second one?
A third one. There was a third one.
There's more than one?
Yes. Oh, you guys can't see them. Hold on. There you go. That does miss.
Yeah.
Then he will take another attack with the longsword. That one also misses. Aren't you glad you got new armor? Dothrin, your turn.
Oh, that's what that was. I don't recall any of the other games chiming in my ears when it was my turn. It's like, what the hell?
I
is
think I
that
have it
noise?
off. I think I have it off for a lot of the games.
So that confused me a little.
I mean, Vamir might not have needed a spell for that to happen. What are you talking about, Cheerful?
She's hinting that the spell for being frightened might not have been necessary considering her condition.
Her not liking dead things, undead things
Yeah.
as a character.
Oh, yeah, yeah. All right, Delton, what are you doing?
I am going to attempt. I'm assuming they're too high of a CR for destroy, so I'm going to attempt.
What can you
It's the
destroy
same
up to?
spell. 1 or lower.
Yeah, they're too high.
Yeah. One more level, I'll be 2 or lower, but we're not there. So it would be. So I'll just do. It'll just default to a turn undead. So it'll be. Each undead, so all that can see me, they're all here. I hope they're not wise.
Oh my god, 3 failures.
They all turn.
On their turn, right?
Yes. I'll
Okay.
just. They're marked as turned, so you.
All right, cool.
And that will be my turn.
All right. At the south end of the room, another one will begin to climb out of its coffin.
Dear God.
Oh, Lord.
Lord has nothing to do with this. And make its way towards the stairs. This one actually has a longbow. So it's going to shoot at Callista. It had to get to the bottom of the stairs to shoot at her. I think it can make 2 longbow attacks. Yeah, 2 longbow attacks. But you are behind someone, so you do have a little bit of cover. That does hit you even with the cover, Callista. So you get shot from the bottom of the stairs. And he's going to take another attack. That will also hit you. And then you hear another lid hit the ground as a 5th one emerges.
Oh, for the love of.
Gotta get to there. And he is going to also send arrows your way. I only could see you, so first one misses. Second one misses. Vamir, your turn. You're frozen, so you are stuck in fear. So there is unfortunately no other save for the one that you rolled. There is a way to break it, but you can't pull yourself out of it. All of you see her though, like panicking. Like she has just like retreated into herself and she is trembling with fear. Khaleesi, it's your turn.
All right. Kalisa's annoyed right now.
Okay.
And I only had, let's see, which one's number 3? They're all blending in together now. Okay.
Number 3 is the one to your lower right.
Diagonal. Yeah. Since that was the original one, I'm actually going to.
Wait, before you do anything, what are you thinking about doing to that one?
No, that was the original one that I had targeted. I just had to figure out which one it was.
Okay. All right, go ahead. That wasn't the question I asked you. Go ahead.
Then I don't understand your question.
What were you thinking about doing?
What I was thinking about doing originally was to step back, but then I realized I would be moving out of someone's area and they would
Okay.
have an
So this is why I asked the question, because I'm going to answer your question. So one, you are not a first level adventurer, so none of this stuff is new to you. The dwarf cleric turned them. They can't hit you. They're turning to run away.
So those three are turning to run away.
Mm-hmm. They
Okay,
have
so if I
reacted to
move-
his holy symbol, and on their turn, they're going to walk away. So
Okay.
you can
so
hit
I
them
do
if you
notice that
want.
then.
But the dwarf
No,
might
I'm not gonna-
the dwarf might beat the hell out of you. So.
Yeah. That's why I'm like, so yeah, I'm still thinking that it's one of those things that if he doesn't call it out, I don't notice it.
So
But no, if
for him
if
to
we're
turn
higher, then it
something,
matters.
for him to turn something, he has to basically pray out loud and present his holy symbol, which he did. It's a whole big presentation. So it's not something you could just turn a blind eye to. It's not something he could do on the sneak. So they will react to the being turned, and then they are going to proceed to walk away. But because we're in turn order, they can't go yet. So they're not attacking you, which means you can move away from them if
can
you
move.
like. Yes. So
Okay,
that's what I'm
so
trying to get
then-
at.
All right, then I will move back. The two that are coming up the steps, would those be in cover?
Yes, because you're
Or would I
shooting.
be shooting at a
You're shooting
disadvantage?
through the ones in front of you.
Okay, then I'm going to take that attempt.
Okay.
Shoot at that one.
Click on the cover button.
Cover. Wait, do I? Does this count as cover?
If you're shooting through which one are you shooting at? I don't see a target. Which
I'm
one are
shooting
you?
at that one. I'm talking about because remember I ignore cover.
Oh, that's right. You have sharpshooter. I'm sorry. Don't click that button.
Okay. That's why I was asking about that. Okay. So,
That's funny.
Also,
They say Deltron's like turn undead stealth mode is like he opens up his cloak. He's like, check it out.
Show him a concealed weapon.
oh my god! I
I'm
wish you
sorry.
hadn't drawn attention to that.
All right, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I read it and I had to share. All right, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm going to shoot at him, but I just also realized something. I used my bow earlier, and there's no mark off on ammunition.
Did you actually target and roll an attack? Because it should have been.
Yes, because up here, if you scroll up in the chat, you can see when I shot it.
How many?
I had it targeted.
You made
and I
one.
did one.
You made one shot. So click off one. I
Yeah.
don't know what's going on, but just keep an eye on it.
Okay, so that one is targeted, and I'm going to use the quick bar again and shoot.
There you
Oh,
go.
nat 20.
There you go. That's a crit.
Ooh, 29. That's pretty.
Roll damage.
Okay, and
Did
damage.
Did it tick off an arrow?
No, it did not.
So your quick bar one is already like somehow it's broken. I don't know. I don't know what you dragged to the quick bar, but it's not the
You had me-
attack.
Mine's not working either.
You
What,
watched
your-
on the stream.
Your quick bar. What do you mean?
It didn't tick off an arrow for me either.
When you're attacking from the bottom bar, or when you're attacking period?
Attacking period. Yeah, when I shoot my first arrow, it still says I have 20 arrows, even though I should only have 19 now.
I'm over here dying laughing, realizing I could have used Sentinel at death's door. Because it literally just states a creature. It doesn't have to be friendly.
So, Kalisa, that
And
was
the
your.
thing that he
Hey,
Sorry.
hold on, Kalisa, that was your first attack, right?
Yeah, that was my first attack.
Okay, roll your second attack.
Okay, I'm going to do this from the character sheet.
All right. So from the character sheet, it's working.
Yeah, that one did work. Did a 16 hit?
Yeah, 16 hits as well. Do damage.
Yay! 10.
Yeah. The reason yours is not counting any Mir, you don't have ammunition. Why don't
But
you
I
have
have-
ammunition? What the hell?
Arrows 20.
No, but
Oh,
on your
no, okay.
weapons.
Got it. Fixed it.
Did you? Click somewhere else on your character sheet.
Should I just drag one? Drag it out. Drop. See?
No, your short bow is not showing any ammunition at all. That's interesting. I've never had that happen.
And you have ammo in your inventory?
Yeah, she has ammo.
It says arrows 20.
Yeah, so the inventory tab and the actions tab are two different things.
But that's how I had to add mine in, was put in the inventory.
No, that's not true. You don't have to have them on the inventory. You just have to have them on your tab.
Actions.
Yeah, your actions tab. But for whatever reason, her short bow is not showing. Like, it's not showing as an item. Like, none of her ammo is showing up.
Uh-oh.
Oh, here we go. Okay. Her character sheet was locked. My bad.
Well,
There.
you can't have nice things.
20. Okay. Now fire an arrow. Just fire an arrow. You put it back. Yeah, see, it worked. Okay. Alright, so you're missing one, and we're good. I don't know why that happened. Kalista, you
Okay,
did your
so
two
I did-
shots, and you're done. Unless you want to move
and
again.
my 2 things. I just realized I don't forget to have a hunter's mark on.
That's
But
because you
it's
never.
a bonus action.
You didn't cast it.
Yep, so... As a bonus action, I am putting hunter's mark on me. That's the one that goes to self. And then on my target, which is still selected. That is number 5, right? Yep, that's number 5. Okay, now I'm done.
Are you sure?
Yeah, unless... Do I have to press this button?
Gizzard, you go.
No, it didn't mark it off. Okay.
Can I see which direction Vamir and Callista are firing arrows?
You could see that they're shooting down the stair, like down towards the stairs. Yeah.
Which direction are those stairs?
To the south. Oh, you can't even see that far. Oh my god.
I can see directly around me, 5 feet.
Yeah. So they're shooting to the south.
I forget how well that the visuals will absolutely cut you off in this.
Mm-hmm. Well, you can't see
So that direction.
Yes, they're shooting to the south. Yes.
How far can I throw a rock?
How far can you? I don't know. What's the range on a rock?
I don't know. It's technically an improvised weapon.
I think it's 20 feet.
20 feet?
I
Okay, can I
think.
throw a rock 20 feet?
Hold on. Rock. That's not gonna work. A bullet. No, a bullet is considered to be from a sling. Of course, it doesn't say.
I mean, I can make it a dagger instead of a pebble.
Think of it as the monk's ability.
No, but the monk, it's...
I think it's just a normal attack with them. An unarmed attack to use it, but...
Right, but so the monk ability gives them a certain range. Improvised weapon gives you a certain range. They're two different things. But I gotta look up improvised weapon because I don't remember off the top of my head what the damn thing is. And the person who came in wanting to throw a rock didn't have it like written down.
Well, because I wasn't prepared to not be able to see.
You knew you were blind.
I'm sure it says somewhere in the player's handbook that if you don't know, your DM will. So
Yeah.
I'm sure it says that in a lot of the books.
So I like to default as rules as written, and the rules are the DM should know.
Wow.
After that statement, I will never DM a game.
All right. I don't remember where improvised weapon is, but it's not on the weapon provisions. Oh wait, here it goes. Nope. Of course it's not. Of course not.
Improvised thrown weapon has a normal range of 20 feet and a long range of 60 feet.
That's what I was going to say, but I wanted to see something that was close. I was looking for a dart. Can't even find it. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, 2060. Okay. Fine. There you go. You can throw it 20 feet. After that, it's disadvantage.
I'm not trying to hit anything. I'm just trying to throw it to
Okay.
so move its light to other places.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna throw it 20 feet.
So you want to put it like in this area over here?
I'm gonna guess yes, because I can't see what you're doing.
Yeah. Why don't you tell me where you want to throw it?
Right there.
You want to throw it in that square? Okay.
Yep, that's 20 feet.
It's not going to make it to that square.
Okay.
Because it's going to hit something before that and fall onto the ground. I need a token.
Just feel like you have your light source and you're just like, just to toss forward.
Pink.
Damn you, Thorn. Damn you. Can I use this as a token? That is not a token. None of these are tokens. I need a token, coño.
How about a sneak token?
No. Will not be using a sneak token.
Because I could have my familiar just carrying around.
What? Oh. We're gonna use this.
Is there a creature in this game called a pet rock that you could just use?
All right.
Technically, there's a geonid. They are roughly that size.
What's that supposed to be? A wisp of some type?
Oh, Jesus Christ, I did it twice. Unless I put it on the combat tracker, I can't light it up. Why do you have to be blind?
I don't know, because lizard folk don't have dark vision.
It's not letting me put the token. It's not letting me put a token on the token, or the effect on the token, because it's not on the combat tracker. So this has got to go away, and we're gonna do my old default.
Just give a gizzard and fancy pair of glasses that let him see in the dark, and then
He had
I tried to buy some with 4,000 gold, and he told me no.
He had the option to pick no, because that wouldn't. I told you everybody had an opportunity to start out with magic items. You chose the magic items you have.
I chose a fancy book. You're right.
Okay, so
I will not give up this fancy book.
I got a fancy book.
It's a really fancy book. You can't see it. I mean, you can.
But before, you can't even see it. What are you talking about?
No,
but I don't need to see it because I can read it magically.
We're both on the same playing field here, apparently. I can't see it. You can't see it.
But I can feel it. It has good texture.
Oh God!
It's in Braille.
Right?
No, it's bound in fiend hide.
All right, there's your rock. Let's make it a little bit smaller. Just the things. Oh, that wasn't what I meant to do. I turned it. I meant to do this. A little bit smaller, and you're gonna throw your candle light onto it, right? There, it is lit up. We will unlight you though, because you no longer have that. The reason it falls is because it hits that one thing in there. Roll damage for an improvised weapon.
Okay, what do I roll for damage for an improvised weapon?
First, you have to roll to attack.
Okay, so what am I rolling?
So you're rolling an attack. It would be a strength attack at disadvantage because you couldn't see what you were trying to hit. I don't know if that's gonna hit or not. Let's find out.
I really hope it doesn't.
I know.
Because if it does damage, it disappears.
Wait.
Are you serious?
You rolled a strength check.
Yeah, because a strength attack would be the same thing. I'm not proficient with improvised weapons.
Oh, and you don't
have a strength of 10.
And you don't have any pluses. Okay. So 13 won't hit their AC. So the rock will basically hit it in the back, but it doesn't do any damage. It just hits and falls on the ground right where it's at.
Good. So if it did even a single point of damage, it would fizzle away and I'd be blind again.
It would piss off the undead.
And piss off the undead.
Right.
And that, yeah.
So luckily it's armored and does not do anything to it. So are you doing anything else, sir?
You would just, the last thing you'd see is it turn towards you.
Don't rock at me.
Is that my action?
Yeah, that's an attack.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't supposed to be an attack.
Did you?
But if that's my action, then that's my turn.
I mean, if you're throwing a rock, right?
Yeah, I was just trying to like underhand toss it out into the open onto the ground. So I wasn't like baseball pitching it.
Okay. It's still an action.
Okay, well then that's my turn.
Okay.
I only have one. I'm a wizard. I only get one action.
Yeah, but you can do some really cool stuff. All right, so this guy here, they have to move their full movement.
Yes.
Not dashing though, just regular movement, right?
I can double check on that, but I believe it's just they have to spend their turn moving.
Two also running away. Bitch. Your turn, dwarf.
Yay. I going to do. I scrolled all the way down on the spell list. I don't know why. Sacred Flame on number 5.
Okay.
Are they dexterous? We'll find out.
That is a failure.
Then he gets damaged.
Your Sacred Flame only does 1d8.
That is a good question. Because we leveled these up, and I did not consider. It is 2.
Yeah, I was about to say
It
I
is
thought that was
2.
more.
So let me roll one more.
This is all the stuff we should have did last episode.
Well, I added all the spells last time, but I didn't consider the. I didn't end up
Do
going
I
back because
know.
I didn't cast the spell. And okay, so 3 more on top of that radiant damage.
All right.
Let me touch.
Which one was that? Number 5, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anything else?
That'll be my turn.
Okay. So this one here is going. These are the ones that shot their bows. It's going to drop its bow and charge up the steps, drawing its longsword. Bad cleric.
Oi, hello.
Who has a lot of AC.
I do.
Alright, so he comes. He basically claws at you with one hand and swings at you with his longsword. The other one is going to charge up the stairs and attack Kalista.
Rude.
Let's do a life drain. Oh, another life drain. Fuck yeah. So Kalista, you manage to keep your spell up and you lose another 6 hit points. So the first one was 3 and the second one was 6. Keep track of that because your hit point maximum is reduced by 9 right now.
Mm.
Okay? So you can never go to full hit points. You always have to be 9 below that. Alright, so just keep a running total. I should probably keep a running total too. Hold on.
Is that like a permanent thing or just for right now?
It's permanent.
There's no way to restore that?
Yes, but not right now.
Okay.
Also,
Do I know when
your character might not know, so you have to like see. But right now, you're being attacked. So that was the first attack,
Okay.
and then he's gonna attack you, with the longsword, which was also going to hit you. Okay,
Seriously?
this is a reduction. Oh, you managed to keep your hunter's mark up. Okay, we're back to the top of the order with Vermeer. I'm sorry, Vermeer. You are
Still panicking.
you're still panicking. Kalista, you're up.
Okay. Well, I'm going to draw my rapier because it's a negative for shooting the bow at point blank, right?
It's
For being in melee.
it's disadvantage, yes.
No.
Because you gotta imagine they're swinging at you, so they would be hitting the bow
Mm-hmm.
or like trying to knock it out of the way. So yes, that's why you're at disadvantage.
All right. So I'm planning on drawing my rapier.
Okay.
And
So
at-
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
so okay, and then swinging at Mr. Number 5.
Okay.
Swing, better, swing.
I misses.
Oh,
No, that hit.
15.
That hit.
Yay! Okay, and then damage.
You have done damage.
Okay, and then again, since I have 2 attacks, I am so happy. This is my only character that I have 2 attacks on. Okay, and swing again. Please do better.
That one hit.
16. Yay, and then damage.
Okay.
Okay, and that's it.
Gizzard, you're up.
I'm going to, as a bonus action, cast Shadow Blade.
Okay.
And then I'm going to throw it at white number 5.
Okay.
I'm glad I'm short.
I don't think... Is it a save or is it an attack?
It's an attack roll.
Oh, okay.
And because it is in dim light, I get advantage.
That's fair. So, he still has cover, though, because you are shooting past the dwarf.
Okay.
So, I never noticed these buttons before, but underneath the combat tracker, it's not that I never noticed them, they were added. But underneath the combat tracker, you see where it says opportunity, critical, cover, superior cover?
Yeah.
Normal cover, if it's like you're going through 1 or 2 points, it's normal cover. If it's more than 2 points, it's superior cover. So you could just click on those buttons and it'll automatically do it instead of trying to do the math. So it would be normal cover. So you click on that before you roll your attack.
Okay. Well, I've done that. So let me...
Oh, I know why they were never there. That's part of an extension. Are you okay there, Thorn?
Yes, I'm having to manually roll this because for some reason Shadow Blade, the spell, doesn't have an attack roll. It just has a concentration and damage.
Which it shouldn't have. Alright, well, that's 24, so... But I don't know if you did the... You didn't do the -2, but I don't think it's going to make a difference.
I clicked the cover button.
I think it's because it wasn't a attack roll. It didn't
Yeah,
affect
it's not
it.
an attack roll. In fact, I bet you the
No.
cover button's still highlighted.
It was, yes.
Yeah. So, we need to create an attack roll for your spell there.
Doing it right now.
Okay. Yeah, because that... I don't know why. Check to see if you find the spell on the Rob's thing, because I remember you imported this character. So check on the spells and see if you can find Rob's coded one. It should be on there correctly. Add it to your character sheet, make sure all the things are there, and if it is, then you can delete the one that you have. Because Rob's stuff is usually coded clean, so I just don't know how new the spell is, and I haven't updated yet in a while, but there hasn't been that many new spells out, so...
No, it's from Xanathar's.
Oh, so yeah, if it's in Xanathar's, it should be coded correctly. I think the import is what didn't allow that to be added. Okay?
Okay.
Alright, are you doing anything else? Oh, well, you gotta do damage, so do damage.
Nine points of psychic damage.
Why aren't you targeting the creature? Can you not see it?
I did. I have it targeted.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you did. I'm sorry. My bad. You do have it targeted.
Yeah, it used to say who you were targeting, and now it doesn't. Because I noticed
Yeah.
that on my attacks. It's like it doesn't say that on my attacks, and I was confused until I looked over and I'm like, it's targeted.
Yeah, no, it's just because of the way things are set up. Anyway, anything else, Gizzard?
Nope.
Alright, pass your turn. Alright. So these things... One's gonna go into there. One's gonna go into there. And one's gonna go into there. All right, Deltarin. What are you doing?
I am going to Sacred Flame him again and see what happens.
Okay.
So I'm targeted, so
He fails again.
vibrating damage.
Very nice.
Not really good, but that'll be my turn.
All right. He's just gonna attack you. Oh my god, come on. Not fun trying to hit you. All right.
I could
He's
suggest that you
wiry.
don't.
Kalista, this one is going to life drain you again. That does hit you, so you're going to take... So you lose another
4.
4 points of damage, yeah. So you're at 13 now.
Yeah. I did the math.
I know, but I have to do the math.
Mhm.
All right. Vamir. Still just hanging out. Sorry. Kalista.
I need you to shake it off there.
Shake it off. Shake it off. Shake it off. Sorry, I had to. All right, swinging at number 5 again. Because I am. It's like I started chopping out this one, so we're going to do this one.
That's going to
Ooh,
miss.
12.
Next attack.
Okay, yeah, the bar is not working. I wanted to try something and that didn't work. Okay, and next attack, we're going to do again. Whee!
That's
Ooh,
another crit.
hello. And demolish.
All right. That one goes down in a... I know. Thanks, Devouring. But that's not true. She's played several episodes up until now. So that one will go down in a surprised
They're
husk.
jumping in on it now, too.
Oh, it's rude.
In surprise dusk?
Husk.
What's a husk?
Like, you could see the life drain from its body. It, like, sinks. Its skin tightens and sinks in a little bit. Like, it dries out, like, right in front of you as you hit it.
Shell of a
And then it
human
collapses.
husk.
Okay. And then
Wow.
Kalista's like, you're next.
It's almost
the other
human
one.
jerky.
Lovely. Oh, I guess then I would.
You know what?
move-
That's not okay coming from the one who would probably eat it.
I know, right?
No.
Okay,
Kalista,
and so
what are you
then
doing?
for my action, I would put Hunter's Mark on this one now.
Yes.
Bonus action.
Okay. Yeah, for the bonus action.
I know what you
And then
meant.
now I'm dead.
Yeah, okay,
It
cool.
doesn't cost just. You do know it doesn't cost another spell to move it, right?
No, but she has
Right.
to reapply it
Okay.
onto the next person.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I showed her, like, if she puts it on the bottom, she could just click on it and leave the spell on
Oh.
herself.
There you go.
All right, Gizzard, you're up.
I'm going to use my bonus action to re-summon the Shadow Blade,
Okay.
and then my action to throw it again.
Okay. So, did you find the attack one?
I did.
Okay. So, cover. So it has cover. Only because there's people fighting it. So you have to throw through them unless you're gonna move.
Well, the only place I can move to, assuming that is this spot right there? Is that a thing that I cannot stand in?
It's a coffin that's leaning up against the wall, so you can share the. I will say you can share the space with it.
Then I'll move there.
Okay. Now it has no cover,
Great.
and you have advantage because dim light or something, right?
Yes.
Go for it. That's going to
Good thing,
hit.
too.
Very nice. Anything else?
No.
Number 3. Oh, that one. So as long as they can't see you, they don't have to keep running from you, right?
Correct.
Okay. It's your turn.
In this one, I'll keep doing Sacred Flame. It seems to be working thus far.
That's a failure.
Can I roll higher than that, please? That'd be great. That's
No,
it.
I'm happy with that roll. All right, so this one here, it's just gonna continue to attack Kalista. Oh no, what is that? Get off, get off. That one, that one. Okay. Kalista, you get hit again. You take that much damage. Your hunter's mark expires, so you need to unclick the one on you. Actually, I think it came off. Never mind, you don't have to click it because it just came off. All right. And we're gonna do a save versus Constitution. You save on that one, so you don't lose any more hit points. And then it'll do a longsword attack, which misses. Vamir is still frozen. Kalista, it's your turn.
Callisto's getting annoyed.
Well, you've been annoyed since you got into this place. You're just more annoyed?
Yes, I'm more annoyed.
No, okay. That's fine.
Dolthran's just watching her just take every hit to the face again.
I tried moving back. These suckers came back up on me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so bonus action, I'm going to reactivate my hunter's mark.
If you'd like.
So since it failed, did it take it off of him?
Oh no, I didn't check that. Hold on. I don't think it did. Oh yeah, it did. Yeah, you gotta put it back on him
Okay.
too.
All right, putting it back on him. And we swing.
So
15?
that hits.
10 points.
Mm-hmm. Again, hitting
Nice.
this thing, it doesn't feel like you're doing the damage you think you're doing.
But I'm trying. So swing again. Ooh. 22. 6.
Okay.
And stepping back will still give it an attack of opportunity, correct?
You can stop that
More.
anytime, man.
I'm trying. Okay.
Salud.
Thank you. I hate sneezing. And I don't know why I do it in rapid succession.
You want to be a chew train.
Oh my god, stop it, you. Alright, I'm supposed to be here. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to try to move back one step.
Thank you, Rainbow. You
And
can
I can't
Take the
remember
fucking drink.
if freaking rangers have anything against that, but I gotta try to step back.
Alright, you step back, it's going to swing at you. So,
that's-
what do you mean? You're the one that moved back. Luckily, though, hey,
No.
kid, I'm not gonna do the light drain. I'll just do the sword. 'Cause I don't think, which does hit you though.
To be fair, that would have hit any of us.
Mm-hmm. That's true. All right.
At least Hunter Marks is still up.
Well, that's true. All right. So you moved back to there.
Uh-huh. Let's see. Movement, actions, done.
Gizzard.
I'm going to use my bonus action to recall my Shadow Blade and then throw it again.
Okie dokie. That misses.
Yikes.
Well, I tried.
I know. Go ahead, dwarf. It's your turn.
Sacred Flame.
Why is there an arrow in is this an arrow?
I have an arrow that's popping up for me. Are you clicked on my character?
No.
I have an arrow showing that I'm targeted.
No. I see what it is. It's because I have Kalista targeted.
Mm.
All right, go ahead. Oh, he saved that time.
All right, that's it then.
Finally.
Womp.
His turn. Kalista, he hits you with the life drain again. Your hunter's mark is down again. A save. You succeed, so you don't lose those maximum hit points. And then he's going to hit you with his longsword. Or he's not going to hit you with his longsword. I remember these things being way more dangerous.
They seem pretty dangerous.
Vamir, it's your turn. No, still can't do nothing. Poor Vamir.
Can you
Kalista.
please get your shit and get it together?
So the thing is, I'm not saying nothing until you guys figure out. But you know, Kalista, what are you doing?
Half tempted to reach behind me and whack the mirror in the face. Snap out of it.
Cause emotional damage.
Why not?
Go for it. Smack her.
That's an unarmed strike. Unarmed strike.
Yes, it's an unarmed strike.
Well, assuming you're not using a weapon.
I mean, unless you shoot her or something. Now, hold on, though. Hold on. Because you have your bow in one hand and your rapier in the other. So what are you doing? Because remember, you never dropped your bow. So you have your bow in one hand and your rapier in the other hand. What?
It's like, that's right, I put it in behind me. Is there any way that I could quickly, like, sling it behind me and whack her?
No. That's the... So...
Can I drop it and whack her?
You could drop it and whack her, yes. That's one of the things I let you guys get away with the bow is I let you hold on to it and draw another weapon. But generally, you got to drop the weapon and get it out of your hand. So, yeah, if you want to smack her, you could drop the bow.
Okay. Let me untarget Wraithman real quick.
Roll with advantage because she's technically paralyzed, which basically is a condition is you have advantage on attacks. I believe paralyzed creature automatically trails attack rolls against this creature have advantage. Yeah.
Chicken strips.
And swing. Damn.
She instinctively like weaves away from you.
Don't touch me! Don't touch me!
She just did one of these, wound up and went, pat on the face. Like, it did nothing. It was just like, come
Wake
on.
up! Wake
Yes,
up,
Frame,
little
equipping
one.
a weapon is a free action, but you can only equip one. So that's part of it. And if you have a weapon in your hand already, you can't put that one away to equip another one. So that's where the problem comes from. Plus, she has a weapon in each hand. So one's a
can't
bow
believe
and
I
one's her
freaking did that.
rapier. She can't even put a rapier away because she has the bow in her hand.
Well, I did, but now I dropped it in
Well,
front of
yeah,
her.
right. So you drop it in front of her, and as you go to smack her, she looks down at the ground, and you just like.
God damn it!
Those are terrible. Wow.
Horrible.
All right.
See, I wasted all my.
And you had
freaking
advantage
thing. Okay, that was
too.
one.
That was
I know,
that
that was
was one
one.
attack. Yes.
I'm gonna swing at this little. That's so bad.
That's a hit. So you can hit the wraith.
Thank God. Damage. Oh, I didn't put Hunter's Mark back on me. God damn it.
No, you
Okay.
didn't.
All right. Well, there's 5 points there, and now for my bonus action, I'm going to put freaking Hunter's Mark back on me.
I'm just gonna remind you, Hunter's Mark is not a cantrip.
Oh, it's not. I
And
mean,
you
what
are
do I have
only
left?
in the first room.
Yeah, okay, fine. Then I'm just
Okay.
gonna leave it like that because I just took a look at how many spots I have left for first. I'm like, yeah, we're not gonna play that game.
Yeah, because you've cast it at least 3 times.
It's twice. It's only dropped twice, or once.
Oh, it's dropped twice. I've knocked it off.
Twice.
I've knocked it off of you twice.
Yes, you knocked it off twice. I didn't. The second time, I'm not putting it back on, so it's not me casting it the third time.
Right. Well, you were about to, so.
Can I stand there?
Can you stand? Yeah, I already said you could stand in that spot.
That one, no. That one you
I
can't.
was double checking because the picture of that coffin against the wall was bigger, so I didn't know if you would say no.
Oh no, it's a drawing. Like, what do you want from me?
I don't know.
Drawing is not to is not accurate.
They're not to
size.
scale.
Not to scale. Thank you. Yes.
Well, in that case, I'm going to resummon and throw my Shadow Blade again.
Okay.
Because it's fun.
Go for it. All right. So 2 17s will hit. All right. You did damage to it. Anything else?
Nope.
Whose turn is it? Oh, it's my guys' turn. They're doing that. Go ahead, dwarf.
I will use my action to tell the elf woman to snap out of it and kick her in the shin.
Roll an attack. Unarmed strike.
Let me make sure I'm not.
Or
I put it on my sheet just so I could do this.
okay.
Oh, advantage.
That hits. 1d4, or is it 1 point plus
It's just
strength?
strength.
Yeah, it's just.
Yeah. So there's the damage. It's just 5 points of damage.
All right, Vamir.
I am strong. So.
You take damage and you are snapped out of your stupor.
As the dwarf is yelling at you.
Yeah, he's telling you
snap out of it.
Snap out of it. Hold on, I need this over here.
Okay.
All right,
And
so you have to wait for
that-
your turn, but yeah.
And that'll be my turn.
All right. Is this the one that's still in the fight with you guys? Oh, it is. All right. It is going to take a couple longsword attacks at Kalista. That's one. That misses. Next one. That hits. And it does that. Okay. And then that's its turn. Vermeer, you get to go.
Right. Okay. I would like to move. Yeah, there.
Okay.
Going to target dude. Shoot it.
Okay. You don't have a sharpshooter, right?
No.
Okay.
Is it the negative?
Yeah. So it has
Which one?
basically because Callista, it's cover, not superior, just regular cover.
There we go. Okay.
That's going to still hit. Your sneak attack was already activated, so just roll damage. You never.
No.
There you go. All right, so you finally snap out of it, snap up your bow, and shoot this thing in the head, and it goes down.
Hey.
Hold on.
Oh,
what, Callista?
The life drain took off 21 points
Yes.
off my max.
Yes.
74 minus 21 is 53.
Oh, yeah. You're unconscious.
They should have just changed your backs.
Oh, but it's not 21. It's 13 minus 74.
Remember I got hit again.
You made the save on a couple of them. So if you make the save, you don't lose the maximum hit points. You have to fail the save. So you only had 13, because I have a note here, and it says you're reduced by 13.
I think we're missing one because there.
You rolled a 20 on like one.
8.
You rolled like a 20 on one of your saves, and 18. Like, why are you trying to knock yourself out?
The 8 was for your concentration.
Yeah, you failed your concentration check. That's why you kept.
Not the constitution check or save.
Okay, but 74 minus 13 is what?
No, I'm looking after the 13. There was a life drain of 8. Status heavy. And that's where I'm getting the 21 from.
Because you still take the damage from the life drain. But if you fail the con save, it reduces your max hit points. So you take damage no matter what, but only one will take. You have to fail to lose the hit points.
Okay, so it was 13?
Yeah, it's 13.
Okay, so then that's a difference, yes.
Mm-hmm.
So you're still standing. You're fine.
Yeah, so you're fine.
I have a feeling that with that, I'm sitting on the ground going,
But you know what, though? Since we know it's 13, this is the only thing I hate changing points because it messes up the character sheets.
So it'd be 61.
Yeah, you'd be at 61. So if you lose 3 more hit points, yes, you're unconscious.
Why not just change what your max? Write down what your max should be, and change your max on your character sheet so that it reflects appropriately.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine, and you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
I can go in and manually,
yes, you can manually change it.
Damn it.
All right. Okay. We all good?
Define good. Like I said, Callista's probably sitting on the ground like,
ow.
I don't feel good.
That's fair. All right, you're sitting on the ground. Gizzard, what are you doing?
I'm going to pick up the glowing rock in front of me. and then take a step forward.
I'm just thinking of how I could. Well, so put the candle back on yourself because you picked up the
Leave it.
rock, right?
Put the
Is this
candle on,
is
and
this
throw it
gonna
again.
is this gonna be a thing that you do often?
As long as we're in places where there's no torches or light, yes. I can't see.
That's
High potential is what I'm hearing.
All right, hold on. I need you to move. So I can get rid of this. Can you see the light from that thing anymore? Yes.
Yes, it still has light on it.
It does?
Yes.
All right, well. How about now?
Oh,
no, I'm blind.
Okay, good.
That doesn't sound like a good thing.
No, I put the candle back on him. So I need him to put the candle on. So, Gizzard, you see where it says light 5 candle? You see that
Yes.
effect? Create the same effect on yourself, please.
That's what I was doing.
Okay. Copy that. Let me know when you have it. This way you can just turn it on and off, and I don't have to keep putting it on you.
Turn it on, turn it off.
Cool. Oh, shit. I don't know which one's yours. Change your number from 600 to, like...
I can't edit them.
You can't edit them?
No, but I removed mine, so now you can remove the other one, and I just put it back on myself.
Okay, there you go. Okay, put it back. It wasn't going for me. Oh, yeah, Lady M. She was just in front, and they kill the first thing they see. Okay, so you have your candle, and then I have to figure out a way to create a lit item for you to toss around the table. So what I'm probably going to do is give you a pet will-o-wisp that you can put the candle effect on. And then you can just move it around where you want to move it around.
Can you just rename it Pet Rock, though?
Yeah, we'll name it Pet Rock. In fact, let me see if I could do
It's Rocky.
Because it's already on the combat track. Pet Rock. Okay. I have to make it friendly. And I need this to be open. Where is your character sheet? I need your character sheet. So, this is another wonderful extension that I like. It's called Pets. What the fuck is Snappy? Oh, that's the lizard. Okay.
What the fuck is Snappy?
Yep, Stony, Rocky.
He has it under a vehicle, though. Why is it under a
Because
vehicle?
it's a mount. Because it's a
Oh,
mount.
okay. That's fair. All right, calm down, everyone.
Hey, don't get snappy with us, DM.
All right, fine.
Would a familiar also go under pets?
Yes. A familiar is also under pets. Wait, you have a familiar? Oh, the lizard. Yeah.
The snake.
The
The
snake.
lizard. The snake. The thingy.
He out here with a zoo.
Yes, I am.
Wait, are you? So hold on. You can't just. So here's the problem. You can't just create them. You have to drag an actual creature from the item, from the list of NPCs. So you can't just make a new name. You have to. You can change the name, but you have to add them into the thing first. So we have the pet rock. We're gonna delete this one. Now we're gonna add the pet rock to the combat tracker. Pet rock, perfect. And then we
rolled higher than Dolthrum.
What?
I don't know. It popped up in the combat tracker higher than Dolthrum. That's why I'm laughing.
Oh yeah, that's because whenever you add like an NPC, it automatically rolls a thing for them. But I'm putting the effect skip turn. Should be capital. so that it doesn't ever roll, and we will give it a light effect as well. It has light on it. So now, if I add your pet rock, we're just going to test this real quick, because if I throw your pet rock there, you should be able to move it around. So go ahead, Gizzard. Try to move your pet rock.
It has. You have to confirm its movement.
Yeah. Okay. So now, whenever you want to do that, we'll just put the pet rock on the combat tracker. Okay.
Okay.
All right. This way.
After that day, which was never used
Yeah,
again.
if you never use it again, I will stab you.
I assume we're going to end up going into places that don't have light. Probably again.
What? Did you delete
you
us
just
all off
delete
the
us?
map?
I did.
That's it, folks.
Girls.
The campaign, the DM just smited us all.
Oh my god, I went to get rid of the rock. Okay, wait, hold on. You were there, Gizzard was over here.
Does that mean we roll new characters now?
No, nobody rolls anything. Alright. There. I'm not putting the rock on the combat tracker because he's not doing anything right now.
No, I'm holding him.
Right, and if you want to do your familiar, what do you have? A winged snake?
Yeah, it's a flying snake.
Alright, let's add that one real quick too. NPC. The thing is, the flying snake, I don't know if I have it.
I mean, it's
is it
tiny,
flying
so-
snake or winged snake? Flying snake, okay. So, flying snake. It is on your character sheet. You can rename it now. And so, I'm guessing the mount you just created.
Yes, because giant lizard is not on the NPC sheet.
Alright, hold on. Giant lizard. Giant lizard. It's not a mount, though.
giant.
It's going to be a pet. I mean, I'm going to try to drop it in vehicles. Yeah, it drops it immediately back to pet. Why are you...
Oh, well. Close enough. We know it's a mount.
Well, you could... Yeah, we know it's a mount, so you could just name it. But when they are on the combat tracker, this is where I get them from, so... All rocks fell, everyone dies. Alright, anybody else got pets that I gotta worry about?
I think
Good.
it's just me.
I think it is you. Okay, cool. Alright, Wizard.
No, that's not true.
No.
Not completely true.
2 of our people came riding in on monsters. One had a horse.
Which I think you already have for me, but it's only as a pet. It's not as a mount.
The pet is the mount, yeah. Let me just make sure. Yeah, you have yours on your pet too. I think vehicles is for because there's actual
vehicles.
Yeah, there's actually
Hard.
a classification for vehicles.
Believe it or not, in the Saturday game, I have proficiency in vehicles, and it has come in use one time.
That's true. So I gotta see oh yeah, they do have a vehicle chart.
It's empty for us.
I know, but for me, there's something in there. What is that? Oh my
no.
god!
Oh, there's a new Clipper in town, and Devouring's teaming up with her.
Oh, that's great. Yay! All right. Anyway, Gizzard, what are you doing?
Nothing.
Okay. Deltrin?
They did both the same clip and named it the same thing.
I know, I like it.
Did I see the things get back in the coffins?
Where? How far can you see? Can you see
I can see the wall.
You can see the coffins? So yes, you saw them climb back into their coffins.
I'm just gonna say we got to figure out how to seal them in the coffins before they come back after us.
Did you put us back on the map, or we're just talking it out right now?
I put you back on the map.
Did you close the map when?
I
it
didn't
went
close
black?
the map. Oh
No,
Just re-click on your tokens.
No, it
It
didn't.
should bring you back.
Okay, let me reopen it then. There we go. Whoa, that's a little more close up than I thought that was going to be. Whoa. Back it up, back it up.
Move, and then I can dash out to here to try to start figuring out what to do in regards to sealing this.
Okay.
These three. But I announced that we need to try to figure out how to close these.
Okay. Fair enough. All right, V. Feel better. Go to sleep.
That's my turn.
All right. I just want to check something real quick. Let me just read something. I need to read.
Night, me.
Joke's on you, I can't read.
Okay. That was Zoom. So, Vermeer, we're back to you. You must be muted.
Yes, I am muted. Again. How do you change when you click once to move like at angles again? That's the only thing I'm still confused on.
Huh?
Like you move like 5 like an angle and then like 10 down, straight down, kind of that thing.
So you drag your token. If you drag your token, wherever you let go of your token, you create a waypoint. And then from that point, you can drag it even more. So if you want to move it a diagonal, you move to a diagonal.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Do you just want to go 15 feet?
Yeah, I'm not getting close to that again.
Okay.
Yeah, that's as far as I'm going.
Again, you didn't get close to it to begin with.
Okay, first off, you have not experienced what I've experienced. Shut up, little man.
Oh, Jesus. Such hostility towards the dwarf. Damn. Callista.
Well, like I told you before, Callista's just kind of had sat down on the ground like, I don't feel good. She's gonna grab her bow, which is behind her.
Okay.
And everything like that. But turns out I actually have a potion of healing on me.
Okay.
And since we don't know what's coming up, I'm just gonna go ahead and take that for now.
Sure.
Now it's been a while since I've used
2d4 plus 2.
You said plus 2, so hit plus 2 and do 3d4. You said
2d4.
2d4. Okay.
Yay, healing.
Only 5. Are you kidding me?
Oh, I almost killed you.
Don't do that. Please don't do that.
Well, because you didn't do it as a heal, so I gotta change the value to do -5. There you go.
Thank you.
That's a horrible heal.
Potions are not always consistent. Alright, anything else?
No, I'm just trying to take this off my, well, I'll take that. You know, it's not exactly the best, but it was something, so I'll just stand back up. And go right here and ask, are you okay?
Gizzard.
I'm going
Gizzard,
to follow very slowly, one step at a time, because I can't see. After the dwarf.
Okay. Who's disappeared down the stairs.
Yep, I saw which direction he went, so I'm moving one square at a time. How much feet of movement is it to go diagonally through my friends?
Through them? Nothing. That cost you, it was just 5 feet. Your second diagonal is 10 feet.
Okay.
Because you're breaking it up, you have to manually remember.
Or just walking straight lines from
Or just walking straight lines from that point. So you're at 15.
20. 25. And that'll be 30.
Okay. You hear him shuffling about, you still don't see him.
Alfred, if you come get me, I can help you, I think.
Or you can just come to where I'm talking. You're not far from me.
I don't know that. I can't see you.
I will continue to yell. I'll yell at Gizzard that I'm over here. Do I see anything on these coffins that would be able to latch them shut or anything like that?
No, they're just stone lids.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
And the lids aren't even like all the way on.
Are they open enough where that's how they slipped out, or they were moving the lids when they exited?
No, it looks like they're open and like one of them is broken and kind of like tilts in on the side. One of them has been pushed cockeyed so they can climb out. But it looks like they've climbed in and like hid in corners where you can't see them.
Okay, then in that case, maybe they aren't strong enough to actually get the lids off, maybe. So I'll start with just trying to right the lids, at least with this first one. I'll start with this one here.
Okay. I'm going to just stick you in a square, okay?
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
All right. So you're going to walk over to that one and you're going to start fiddling around with the lid. So the lid in this one, like I said, it seems solid. You're just trying to push it back into place.
Yeah, I want to seal it back shut, yeah.
All right, roll me a strength check.
Open?
Yeah, you can roll it open. You're going to know if you succeeded or not. All right. So you managed to like easily push this thing back into like place. They're not heavy.
That's not exactly reassuring. I'll just announce that I don't think that the lids will keep them in. So we gotta find a way to seal them, or we're gonna be fighting them soon. And that'll be my turn.
All right. Vermeer.
Vermeer's gonna move up towards Geezer. That's the far she's gonna go. She's not gonna get close.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Calista.
Okay, we moving forward. So we can go. Oh, that's 20.
Mm-hmm.
And Gizzard is in the way.
Mm-hmm.
And I have yeah, I'm just gonna move there.
Okay.
Oh, this is bigger than I thought it was.
Pass your turn.
Button.
Geezer.
Which direction did I hear Dolphin from?
Roll me perception. Also, what is your passive perception?
10.
Roll me perception. So it sounds like he's coming from that direction.
I'm gonna slowly work my way that direction.
Okay. You hit a wall.
Hmm. I found him.
Yes, you did.
Found him.
I have just enough to get behind him.
So you see that he's basically standing looking at a coffin or a sarcophagus is singular, whatever. Anyway, he's looking at a stone coffin, and the lid seems to be like seated like very nicely on the coffin, and he's like, "This is not gonna hold."
Do you think you could hold it in place?
Yeah, that is something I can probably do. Yes.
Do you think that you could hold it in place while they potentially try and break it from the inside?
All three of them? No. One of
No,
these potentially.
one at a time.
Well, they're all going to come back at the
Now
same time. But
remember,
yes, I can try.
two of them are broken.
Okay, well, we'll start with the non-broken. I'll try. That's all I'll get out is I'll try.
Okay. If you could open it just a smidge where I could see inside, I think I could do something that then that will hurt it continuously. You just have to keep the lid closed so it can't get out.
All right, your time is up. Your 6 seconds is up. Pass your turn. Deltrin.
I will lift the lid enough to allow him to peer into it and to release it once he does whatever he's doing, I guess.
All right, so you lift the lid enough to like peer into it, and you can hear like shuffling around inside.
Oh, yeah, it still doesn't want to be near me.
Oh yeah, definitely not. As soon as it sees you, it's trying to get away from you again. The lid does like jostle on the other end. So like you lift up one part of it, and like as far away from you as you can feel it like thump. I just can't go.
Yep.
Pass your turn.
Oh yeah.
All right. Vamir, you see this and you hear this scuffling going on around the coffin down where they're at.
No. Vamir's probably gonna just move maybe one square forward and kind of watch the other direction for a bit while they're dealing with the undead in the coffins.
Okay, well, just so you know, these are also coffins.
Fuck. I put myself in a situation.
You did. I just wanted to share.
Yep. Yep.
You're
I
welcome.
realize that now, and I'm gonna panic again. Great.
Panicking is good. Panicking is a free action. Don't worry.
I don't understand because we just walked through an entire graveyard.
Yeah, but you didn't. None of them moved.
See them.
Kalista, it's your
And
turn.
she wasn't excited about walking through there anyway. Okay, I'm going to move here first so I can see if I can see a little bit more.
Okay. You can.
Okay, I'm going to move one more. And then
I mean,
just ready an arrow.
you're readying an arrow.
Just in case something else keeps crawling at me, because now I can see down that direction and there's the ones in front of me. So I don't know what's going to happen. I'm not feeling well, so I don't want to be touched again. You know, that sort of thing.
All right. So Readying arrow for something crawling at you. Got
Coming.
it. Oh, coming at you. Okay.
Yeah, crawling kind of foreshadows what might be coming. Thanks. Lovely.
All right. Gizzard.
I am going to cast. I'm going to step to the side
Okay.
so I can see inside of it, and I'm going to cast Create Bonfire inside it.
You have to get closer than that, sir. Because he's not lifting it all the way up. He just cracked it. So you have to get in, and because you can't see, you have to kind of like get the light up and hold it right in front.
Okay, then I will stand right here.
Okay.
And then I will cast Create Bonfire.
Okay, gotcha. So you're gonna cast Great Bonfire inside the coffin.
Yes.
Okay, that's fair. Right there. Okay, cool. Now it's at the start of their turn.
They take the saving throw. Let me read it. Any creature in the bonfire space when I cast a spell, and also when they enter it for the first time on a turn or end their turn in it.
That's fair, but you cast it into there, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you see the coffin that's on the map, right?
Yes.
Okay, remember what I said. It's trying to be as far away from Deltharin as possible. So it is in the other square.
Well, I can't see that other square, so I wouldn't know that.
I know. Well, yeah, that's fair. You wouldn't have seen it inside. I mean, you may have.
Well, there we go.
All right. This one here. Wait, which one is the one that's in that one? Oh, that is this one. So this one in here. What is the saving throw?
It is DC 14 Dex save.
All right, I'm gonna roll it, but I'm gonna roll it with advantage. So actually, you have to force it, but you got to give me. I got to give myself advantage.
Okay.
Should work.
I also need a target. Then.
I'm gonna put him. I'm gonna put him on there for you. So we're gonna start out because he's starting his turn near the fire and he's thrashing about. So he might like put his leg into it. So go ahead and roll. Let's see if he takes some damage. All right, he succeeds. Okay. Right, your DC, yeah, it's 14. I rolled an 18, so he succeeds. So he doesn't take any damage from the fire. Now he is going to try to push his way out of this thing now because it's on fire, and these creatures are not as mindless as most undead. So I need to roll a strength check. What you're holding it up, right? You're not trying to hold it down now, right? You're lifting it up.
Well, I said I was gonna release it once the whatever he did happened, but I wouldn't let it out.
Okay, so you drop the lid after he casts a spell. That's fine. So now are you holding on to it, or
Yeah,
like, what
that
do you?
was the plan. The plan was to hold it so that it couldn't get out.
Okay, that's fine. So
fire, yeah.
he cast the fire, you dropped it, and then you kind of like lean on top of it.
Yes, I'm putting everything I have onto the top of this thing.
Okay, that's fine. So we're gonna do opposing strength checks. So if you have athletics,
no.
All right. Well, roll a strength check. And then basically, I'm going to try to force my way out using my strength.
Okay. Well, fingers crossed.
That's not good. I don't even know if I could beat that. Oh my god. Hold on.
Powerhouse.
No, I can't even beat it. Okay, so like even if I rolled, I can't even beat it. So basically, the lid is like bumping and hitting. This thing is inside squealing, and you're just like holding it on, like don't let it out. And you every now and then you bob up a little bit, but you're holding this thing down. Okay. Yeah, I can't beat the strength. I couldn't beat your strength score. All right, Deltrin, what are you doing now?
I'm going to continue to just put everything I have into holding this lid shut.
All right.
And that'll be what I'm doing.
Vermeer.
I've just been watching them and just kind of bob, just
You're,
and Gizzard just sitting there with the fire with glow. I'm like, what the hell are you? Okay,
you're watching.
I'm
Yeah,
done.
you're watching that all go on.
Watching it, just watching that going on.
Kalista, your turn.
Really quick, I was trying to double check something, but for some odd reason I couldn't find it in the actual book. For the potion of greater healing, that was the 2d8.
None of the potions of healing have 8s. They're all 4s.
Or 4, sorry.
And a greater healing, I think, is 4d4.
Because I only did 2.
You said potion of healing. You didn't say greater. So if you have a potion of greater, I think it's 4. Hold on. I'll double
It's
check.
one of those where I saw it as
double
potion of
check
healing,
for you.
greater.
Hold on. So you said a potion of greater healing?
Yeah, that's what I had.
Yeah, it's 4d4 plus 4. So roll another 2d4 and plus 2. So it's basically double the potency.
That one still
Would
gets
you
a
say
plus
it's
2 to it?
greater than a basic one?
Right, because it should have been. I didn't hear what he said. Was it a pun?
I just said, would it be greater than a basic one?
Shut up.
Yeah, that's fun.
It is. So, it's 4d4 plus 4. You rolled 2d4 plus 2, so just roll that again.
Yeah. It gives you plus 1 per dice, pretty much.
Yeah, basically.
Oh, okay. Cool. All right, then. Wow.
All right. So that's another 8 points. All right, so let's change that to a heal. And we'll drag it up. Okay. You happy? We're happy. All right, now, what are you doing?
Not good, but still better. Okay. Looking over my shoulder real quick. They seem to be doing fine. Okay, just kind of keeping my span between the hallway that's in front of me and to my left where they're not at. And doing the same thing, just waiting there with an arrow. Gizzard.
I'm going to climb on top of the sarcophagus and give Dolthrin the help action to hold it shut.
Good. All right. So it's actually this one's turn again. So another save. Oh, hold on. I gotta give myself advantage because he is in there trying to avoid the fire, but it's very limited space. So go ahead and force the save, please. He's actually going to fail on that one. So now you can give him damage. Do you still have him targeted? Yes, you do.
I do.
Yeah, so give him damage. Because he's struggling in there, but he's every now and then putting his arm or his leg into the fire. Alright, cool. Now
he's no longer. Yeah, he's no longer afraid.
No, he is no longer turned, so we will take that off of him. Well, you could take it off of him.
I can.
Okay.
It would have to be on the combat tracker in order to do that.
Oh. Hold on. I can get it off of him. There. Okay. It should automatically, if they take damage, take that off of
You
them.
would think so, yeah.
Yeah, you would think that one would work. All right. Anyway, so he is still only trying to get out of this thing. So he is going to basically try to stand up and push his way out. So, Delton, you have advantage on your strength check.
Good
Oh
thing, because I
no.
still sucked.
Alright, so this time I am gonna roll it. Does he have athletics? Of course he doesn't have athletics. Ooh.
He's dead.
So what? They can still be athletic. Oh my god. It's a tie.
Oh. Is it another roll off? Is that what happens?
With contested checks, it's usually like the DM gets to decide. I think that's between players though. I've never had I don't remember having a tie now. God damn it.
I've never had a tie either, so I don't know.
Alright, hold on, we'll check it real quick. Contested checks. Where is it in this thing? Using ability scores? Using each
So
ability?
it's not the same as meets it beats it because it's a check.
No, it's different when it's a contest. Because a tie basically is a tie. Ability checks? Contest. Alright. If the contest results as a tie, the situation remains the same as it was before the contest. Thus, one contestant might win the contest by default. If two characters tie in a contest to snatch a ring off the floor, neither grabs it. In a contest between a monster trying to open the door and an adventurer trying to keep the door closed, a tie means the door remains shut.
Okay, cool.
So nothing changes. So you win because of that.
I win at a technicality.
Yeah, I know. I knew it was like a weird. It was a weird rule. Okay, but I just wanted to make sure. So yeah, everything stays the way it was. So it's still pounding on the door and giving it its all, but you guys are like both on top of there. Like Lizard or Gizzard has actually crawled on top of the coffin. He's like laid out. All right, that's its turn.
And I'm heavy.
That turn. All right, Deltrin.
Same, keeping it in there to burn, hopefully.
Okay. All right. Vermeer, it's your turn. Wait, so hold on, Gizzard, you're actually on top of the coffin, so you should be there, right?
Sure.
I mean, you climbed on top of it. No, you want to be somewhere else. Trust me. Just remember, you're not in the fire. Vermeer, what are you doing?
I will knock an arrow ready just in case the skeleton or the
Hold
undead
on.
comes.
So you moved your mic behind you, and now I can't hear you.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Let me try that again.
Yes, please, because you were like in and out there. Go ahead.
I am going to ready an arrow to shoot at if the undead comes out of that coffin.
Okay, there you go. All right, Kalista.
Same thing.
No. State it.
It's same thing, just kind of spanning, seeing if something pops out somewhere.
Same thing as the last person, or the same thing as your last turn?
As my last turn.
Okay.
Same thing as my last turn, because my back is kind of towards her, so I can't really see what she's doing. But I'm spanning down the hallway and looking at the sarcophagi to my left and to.
What about the one to the north?
You forgot what.
That's my right.
For a second.
Okay, I'm facing west.
You're facing that way. Yeah, there's
by
one
the way,
there.
you're gonna have to change that color.
There's one there. There's one there. There's one that they're fighting with. There's one over here, and there's one over here.
And I told you I'm looking down the hallway, but also spanning to my left and to my right because I'm facing west.
Okay.
So that's the one to the north and the two to the south.
Right, but and your ready action is. Please state it for the record.
At us, something comes out and attacks. Something comes out at us. I'm shooting it.
Okay.
Also, you're gonna have to change your pings on this one because you
I
got
don't
your
want to
block.
change my pings because I don't remember how. Hold on.
As many times as we worked on this.
There. Is that better?
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. All right, pass your turn since you're not doing anything.
I did.
Gizzard.
I am once again giving Dulthrin the help action.
Okay. Did you just move your fire thing?
I moved it so it wasn't under me,
Oh, okay.
so that way we can target it and me individually.
That's fine. Okay. So you're still giving a health action. Go ahead and pass your turn. All right. So this thing is going to take a different type of tact. It is basically just going to slide the sword out from underneath the lid. So I can only hit Delthrin, but it's going to be a disadvantage because I can't even see him. So technically I'm just attacking blindly. So all of a sudden the sword just from underneath the lid just sticks out in your general vicinity. Okay? I should target you though. Yeah, targeting you would be good. So control target. Nope, I have the wrong thing on. There we go.
That's pinging me.
Yeah, I know. There we go. Okay, so longsword attack, disadvantage. Here we go. It misses you, and then the second attack, a disadvantage. Ooh, that's gonna hit you. For 4 points of damage. So he does kind of like slash at your like side and poke through your armor. What are you wearing anyway? Scale mail?
I believe so, yes.
So he kind of gets through one of your scales.
Yes,
Also, this should happen at the beginning of his turn. It's not going to make that much of a difference because he's not going to die. But Gizzard, advantage, saving throw, please. Because he's still in a box full of fire. Oh, thank God. Okay, I succeeded. You're wasting my 20s, Gizzard. I don't appreciate it.
What I'm here for.
Okay. All right, end your turn.
I greatly appreciated. He
Oh, wait, that's
wasted
my
mine
turn.
earlier.
Hold on. I'm ending my turn. Okay, so this one will jump out of its thing.
Yep, that was about that time.
Ooh, there's a wizard there.
No, there's a lizard there.
What did I say? Oh, yeah. So Gizzard is suffering the Callista effect, so it's going to jump on the lizard. The lizard is...
I have so many questions about what this Callista effect is.
The lizard
He's
is...
trying to blame
the
one of
lizard
y'all
is...
for my decision.
According to the lizard is laying on top of the sarcophagi, correct?
Not in a way that would make me prone, though. I'm on
Nah,
it.
that's what
I did not want to be prone.
That's what laying down on top means, so you would be prone.
Fine.
Okay. Like, words matter. Oh, you put it on you already. Sorry. I put it on you at the same time. Alright. So this one's gonna come out. First, it's gonna try to... No, they're just mad. They're just going to attack. So, this one... No, get back on there. Attack. Target. All the little things, they're so close. They're making, like, all these things highlight. So, it's just gonna attack you with this. That's a hit, but when you're prone, isn't it advantage?
With a melee weapon, yes.
Yeah. So why didn't it do advantage? Just double checking. Yeah, creature has attacks. Okay. All right. I'm gonna roll another one to see if I get a 20 because I did hit you, but I'm gonna see if I can crit you.
Did anyone give you, I don't know, a hex
Nope.
last time?
No hexes. All right. That's the first attack. Second attack. I had to manually do it. That will.
Do you have him targeted?
No, I don't.
That's probably why it's
This
not
might
doing you as
explain why.
advantage.
Does a 19 hit you?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's probably why it didn't do it. I thought I did target you. I could have sworn I clicked on it. That's why I was saying, like, the things are
It's.
being weird.
I think what you thought it was is when you applied prone to him, you probably were like, "That's what did it."
Maybe. All right. So does a 19 hit you? I didn't hear the answer.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll damage for the 19. It's not good. And then I'm gonna apply all the damage to you at the same time. So it is slashing damage. You took a total of 10 points. Do you have anything that's gonna resist that or like make that
No.
lower? All right.
No.
Just checking. So you took 10 points of
Well,
damage.
he's only asking because if he drops it on you, it bypasses anything.
Yeah, if I just
add.
add the damage to you, it bypasses any resistance or stuff. And at this level, some of you have resistance. Okay. And that
I don't
one,
have cool things.
all right. Now that one did jump out. So, unfortunately, Vermeer, your phrasing was if anything jumps out of the chest they're in. So this one kind of surprises you. But Kalista, you were scanning, so you get to shoot this one if you like.
We go shooty. We target. And then shoot.
That's gonna hit. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Stop shooting at my guys. I don't appreciate this bullshit. Alright. I think that's all the turns on that one. So that go to the next one, which is also gonna pop out of another sarcophagi nearby. And he is actually going to run to there.
Oh crap.
Hello, dead person.
No, go away, dead person.
I have to hit you first. Okay, so I don't know who I have targeted, but it's not letting me target. There we go. Okay, cool. Longsword, first attack.
Not cool.
A crit. Good night.
No, you can't do that.
Why can't I do that?
Because I have a reaction that can negate crits, but you roll so fast that you didn't even get me the chance to get one word out.
I forgot about your thing. Okay, calm down.
I'm like, no.
All right.
So I use my reaction for Sentinel at Death's Door. It still doesn't. It's still a hit. It's just a regular hit, not a.
Who did I crit?
It said you did 13 to.
Melissa,
Yeah, you hit me.
you rolled it at 20.
I rolled it right. I rolled a 20, and then I rolled the damage, and it did not do the damage to anyone.
Yeah,
it says it did it to Calista, but she drank a potion, didn't she? So it
oh, that's why. Okay,
Yeah.
so let me put the 13 points.
Up
Let me
again.
put the 13 points back on. Hold on. Let's reverse it. Calm down. I was just wondering because I was like, I didn't even. It should have downed her. All right, you're back at 45. Now, what does your thing do?
You gain the ability to impede death's progress as a reaction when your creature you can see within 30 feet of you suffers a critical hit. You can turn the hit into a normal hit. Any effects triggered by a critical hit are canceled.
Okay, so I have to roll regular damage. Hold on, let me ban. Oh, thank you, Lydia.
I already did.
I saw that. All right, so regular damage with the longsword. Do I still have Kalista targeted? Yes. Okay. Oh, 12 points.
So one less.
I rolled max damage. Okay. That was the first attack. Here comes the second one. That will also hit you.
I'm down, probably.
Yes, you are down. Okay. And then it has an extra step. So it's gonna go there. Deltrin, it's your turn. How often can you do that thing?
5 times.
5 times? Okay. Just so I know. And somebody gave something to somebody. Oh, no, Rainbow just said your name.
Oh yeah, because you were asking who you had targeted.
Oh, okay. Thank you. All right, Deltrin, what are you doing? These two have erupted from the 2 other sarcophagi, and you're still struggling with the one inside yours, which I'm going to make visible because you know he's there. I know, decisions.
I'm going to, at least for this turn, I'm not going to move yet, but I'm going to, I think it's close enough. Yeah.
You guys didn't tell me about break time or anything. What happened?
We're fighting things.
Okay, I'm sorry.
As a bonus action, I'm going to cast Spare the Dying on Callista so she's stable.
Okay, that's fair. Can you hit her with that? Oh, you already did.
Yep.
Nice. Cool.
Yep. And then I'm going to continue to hold this at the moment and then if I have to later, I'll move. But right now, I'm continuing with my action to hold this thing down.
All right. All right, Vermeer. One is running towards you. Well, one
Yeah,
is. It's not even running towards you. It's stalking towards you after it downed Callista.
That again. I'm going to pull out my rapier. Oh goodness. Target this dude. See if I hit.
You did.
Ooh.
Ooh. No, I'll be fine. That's my turn.
Okay. Callista, you're stable, but you're unconscious.
Here.
Gizzard.
Oh, I
I'm going to cast Shocking Grasp at the one behind me that stabbed me.
Okay.
You're gonna stand up first? No.
I'm gonna stand up first.
That misses.
Okay. Well, then after that, I will then sit up, so I am no longer prone, but still am on the sarcophagus lid.
So, did it roll a disadvantage because you were
because I'm prone? Yes.
Because you're prone? Yeah, probably. All right. So the order of things does matter. Yeah, I guess.
Yep.
All right. So you're no longer prone. So you're standing up now. And you're no longer giving a help action Durham, but you've added your weight to the lid, so technically you circumvented that.
It's like it's helping.
He is, but he's not supposed to be able to. So, well played, sir. Well played.
I mean, me getting on it was the help action, but now I'm just physically here in the way.
All right. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay, so the one inside, he needs to make a save. Hold on, still has advantage on that, so go ahead and advantage him.
You have to advantage him.
I did. I mean, you go ahead and roll the save, please.
You'll have to target him again.
Yeah, he's back on the combat tracker. Okay, that is a failure. So he has stepped into the fire. Give him some damage.
You have the wrong one targeted.
No, he has the right one. He's doing damage.
Right.
He's doing damage to 3, so that's the right one.
Oh, you dropped it. That makes sense.
Yeah, he knows how to drag and drop. All right, so that one takes damage from that. He is going to not attack if he's going to try to get out of the box. Gizzard is helping indirectly, so you still have advantage on your strength roll, Daltron.
What's in the box?
Oh my god. Not bothering to roll it because I can't do it. I can't get out. This sucks.
200 pounds of lizard holding this thing shut.
Alright, lizard. So this thing is going to attack you. I don't have you targeted anymore, so let me target you real quick. Control gizzard. Okay, got the gizzard. So he's just gonna swing his sword at you a couple of times. There's the first attack. Does 17 hit?
No, because I'm going to use my reaction to cast shield.
Okay. What is the new AC?
19.
19?
No, 20.
Okay, 20. So he's gonna attack with his second attack. And that's not gonna even be close. So we're good. This one over here is going to attack Vermeer. Oh, I have Kalista targeted still. I should probably undo that. No. No. Wait. You. No. Yes. Okay. Vermeer. This one is gonna make some longsword attacks at you. I rolled a 1. Quick, how did I fail? You took too long.
I'm just rushing drawing.
No, go ahead.
It's fine.
All right, second.
Here, I'm fine.
Second attack. That one misses as well. Okay, Delton.
I will against.
Who's that? Oh, Creep. Hello.
Ooh.
Hi, everyone. Welcome in, Raiders. I'm just trying to end my party, and they're trying to, like, survive. I got one of them down, but we'll see how the rest goes. Welcome in. Let me get that shout out going for Creep. You guys don't know, Creep is an excellent D&D player, but she paints minis and does phenomenal work.
Let's continue getting
Ooh,
horny.
look, it's the dragon.
I love.
Wait, what happens to the dragon?
She does.
I went to look at the dragon, all of a sudden it was her face. I mean, that's great too, but
Is the button.
oh, I just realized one of my old alerts is still on. I need to fix that. Somebody make a note that I have to fix this scene because the old alerts are still on it.
Okay.
But
So
welcome
this
in.
scene-
Thank you for the follow.
Okay. I've already got a running list for you, sir.
Thanks.
So you
Wait,
have to
why do I?
fix something on tomorrow's game.
Why do I have a list? There was only one thing.
Well, remember you got to fix the socials in the tomorrow's game because they are listed over different people.
Oh yeah.
Our usual wager?
No wagering for you.
But we're all here this time.
Okay,
Right.
fine. If I don't, what am I fixing? No, because she's keeping the list and she'll hide it from me now. Nah, I have to write it down for that to work. I'm like, what was I supposed to fix? She's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, no, I had something. I don't remember what it was. Nah, we're not doing that. Stop
You
it.
gotta remember, it's your list.
Yeah, For chat,
Hence the
who's
way that
wondering,
works.
whenever I say I have to do something, the group decides that the wager is if I don't do it, they get a level, and I've lost that. Never.
No, you got it done. Yeah, you got
I've
it done.
never
the last
lost
time you
it,
had, but
Barely.
they keep trying it, and it's like,
Eventually, you'll forget.
yeah, eventually you're
playing
gonna get
on
me.
this.
Time-
Yeah.
First time it was believed that I was going to
Thank
be
you,
the one that
Coco
spills
Money.
the
Thank you.
beans.
Yeah.
But no, I didn't. He actually hung up on me when I refused to give him an answer.
Yeah, she does. I'm like, yo, I know I'm supposed to do this. What am I supposed to do? She's like, I don't know. I'm like, for real? She's like, oh, I gotta go. Click. I'm so frustrated.
Yeah, he straight up hung up on me. I was like, rude.
Like,
All
all right.
As a bonus
Mhm.
action, I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on myself,
That's probably a good idea.
and as long as I'm just going to keep holding on to this thing for now until hopefully if Gizzard moves, then I might release it. But as of now, I'm still holding down on this thing.
So
Try
you're
to
gonna
keep this thing inside though.
All right. So you're gonna try to keep the undead creature trapped inside the box with the fire.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So we're back to the top of the order. Vermeer.
Okay, I am going to swing my rapier again.
Okay.
I actually do more damage.
That does hit it. They don't have a very
Okay.
high AC. I'm very disappointed.
You can't have them lower your overall HP and be a tank. That'd be rude.
Mm-hmm.
11 piercing. Okay, and we lost the rhino.
Oh no, I had stood
Yeah, you
up. So
turned
my
the
vision
vision.
went black. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Are you doing damage?
Readjusting.
Yeah, you're doing damage.
Yes. Okay. No, I'm fine.
I just saw the name of your rapier. You have to remind me that you have that thing on and what it does.
Oops.
I saw that earlier. I was like, "Ooh, what is that?"
I forgot that she had that. So every now and that thing is gonna be like, warning, warning. But I think it's just for traps, isn't it?
No, it's for monsters too.
No,
You can't be
danger.
surprised.
It's just a danger. Just
Oh.
danger in general.
All right, Kalista's
Oh,
unconscious.
Okay, yeah.
What'd you forget?
Kalista's sleeping peacefully.
I was supposed to have advantage on the initiative.
Oh, sorry, I clicked past Gizzard because Kalista
Oh.
passed her turn. Yeah, see, that's what I said. You got to remind me what that thing does, and because it's new. All right, Gizzard, what are you doing?
I'm gonna, now that I'm standing this time, I'm gonna cast Shocking Grasp on the one behind me.
Okay. Oh, he rolled a 1 automatic miss. Oh, you were attacking. I thought it was a save. Never mind. How do you fail? You actually you accidentally grabbed Delthrin.
I was gonna say I try and grab him, but there's my hand isn't like glowing or anything. I just like pat him on the shoulder.
It's okay, bud. It's okay. Calm down. Why you hate us so much?
I just thought of it as he went to go hit his footing moved because the lid moved and he discharged it on the wall.
Right.
And then patted him on the shoulder.
All right. So number 3 is still struggling inside. So save, please. For the fire. Alright, he succeeds on his save, so he's not taking any damage this turn. And he is going to try to force his way out once again. Thank you.
22.
Alright, if I roll a 20, I can get out. At least there's a chance. You're saying
you beat me with a 20?
Yeah. No. No, it would be
a tie,
it would be
the same.
It would be a tie, so I'm not gonna even bother to roll it. He stays inside, this fucker. All right. Number 2 is going to take us. He's going to fight the lizard some more.
Bring it.
Oh, that was close. Let's try another one. 19.
Shield.
Go ahead, put it on. Why you gotta remind them that they can buy hexes? Also, there's a lot of new people. They don't have enough points to buy hexes. So,
yes, but it's in, it brings them back to do the thing.
They can buy inspirations too.
I know. If you read the whole thing, it says inspirations, Halfling Lux, and Hex, and DM.
How do I give people points?
No, you can't do that. Stop it. There is a way though, but no.
For you, yes, not for me.
Okay, good.
I only have 240,000 points.
That's it. I don't believe you.
How in the world did I?
That's it.
Yeah. How is it that it's even possible? I'm almost to that.
Because he spends.
Well, he's been streaming a lot recently during the day when I'm not able to be watching, so you're probably on there when I'm not recently.
Oh, maybe.
The lurking from work, yeah.
Did I attack? Oh yeah, I gotta do damage. No, I
No,
did
you
because
missed.
I missed the second one. Okay, so that's the extent of that. This one over here is going to take a step here. And
Fun.
you're gonna what?
I said, oh, fun.
I thought you said stun. I was like, what stun do you have?
Stunning.
All right. Oh, that's a crit.
No, it's not.
Oh.
Okay. So I have to untarget you, roll the crit so I can get it off the freaking thing, or else I can't do the damage. So hold on. Target clear. Okay. Where's the damage? It should have cleared it. Let me retarget you. I have a feeling it's gonna do it anyway.
How did you clear it last time?
I didn't. I just rolled it and then put the health back. Yep, it did it anyway. So I'm gonna put this back on her. The thing is, that means every time I do it, it's going.
Well, wouldn't it just be the one die that's not maxed plus whatever the pluses are? So it would just be minus the max die back.
Yeah, we could do that. Yeah, I guess we could do that. So you get 10 points back.
No. Uncanny dodge.
Okay, so wait, hold
My
on.
reaction.
So the 10 points don't exist. So you would have taken 16 points of damage, and you're gonna uncanny dodge that. So you would cut that down to what? Half?
8.
To 8?
Yes.
Okay, so now you're down to 8. Okay, I'm fine with that. Just as long as somebody else is doing the math.
That's what I was thinking. When you're like, I'm gonna have to do the math on this. So I'm just like, get rid of the max dice, and then you got your number. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Also, though, you look into finding if you can have that thing like
I looked
negate the
for it.
crit.
It's not coded.
It's not coded anywhere. And then your uncanny dodge is coded, Vimir. So if you're gonna use it, you can put it on, and it automatically gives you resistance. But you have to tell me before I roll the damage.
Okay.
All right. All right.
Okay.
So that was the first attack, right? Did I swing and miss you? No, that was the first attack. Let's do a second attack. That will also hit you.
Stop that.
It's not a crit or anything, so the dwarf won't get involved.
I only
You've
go to
already used uncanny dodge, so you can't use it
Yeah.
again, correct?
Nope.
All right.
Correct.
Okay. So only 6 points. Dalthrin.
My hit points are wrong. You're gonna have to add 8 more. 21. No.
No, you had 8 plus 6.
Hold on. What was the first damage?
The first damage we took off 10, so you only took 10.
What was the full total?
It would have been
16
11.
Of that one.
It would have been 11.
It'd be 11?
Yeah.
Okay.
So 11.
And then half of that would have been 6. So I was at 5. We only put 3 on.
Oh.
You need to add 3 more.
Okay.
That's yeah. I'm trying to be honest here.
Did you get hit before?
Yeah, I got kicked in the shin.
Oh,
yeah, that's right. I kicked her.
I forgot that, and I did it to your hit point totals, and I forgot about those points. That's why the math was off. Because I was like, wait a minute, but you had damage. All right, never mind. So it should be 17. Is that what we're saying? 17?
Yes, it's supposed to be 17.
Okay, fine. You're back to when I made the adjustment, I made it to your total wounds because I forgot he kicked you in the shin.
God, I kicked her.
All right, Doja, it's your turn.
I'm going to keep holding this.
Okay, so you're gonna stay there and continue to hold that thing. Vimir, it's your turn.
That's my rapier again.
Okay, rapier away. That's gonna hit him. Alright.
Oh.
So,
Damage.
as you're doing damage to him, like, it looks like your rapier is...
Magical.
What? Yes, I
It's
know.
magical.
I know it's magical.
Okay.
It looks like it's doing full damage to him, but he's not, like, reacting to it.
Disengage.
Can you disengage?
Bonus action? You should be able to. That's a rogue.
Cunning action is, I think it's disengage, hide, and dash. So
And-
yeah.
Yeah. I'm going. Sorry, I was going to move about 4 blocks over this way.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Gizzard.
Snoozing.
Who's snoozing?
I am. Because it pinged me. So I'm going to press the button. Don't touch
Oh,
it.
I thought you said you were falling asleep. You were actually like snoozing. I was like, what? All right, go ahead
my
and
God, no.
pass your turn. Gizzard, you're up.
Shocking grasp again. Also, are they wearing armor?
They are. I don't remember.
Is it made of metal?
I don't know yet. No, it's studded leather. I was
Okay.
gonna say their AC's not that high, so it's studded leather.
There's some medium armor that's metal that doesn't have very high AC.
Well, that's why I checked.
Okay, just asking.
Oh, that's
Nice.
a crit.
Yeah.
Nice.
No, I'm joking.
So, yes, and also my rule is spells can crit. So that was a lot of damage. Nicely done, sir.
Get big
full.
set.
Would everyone be upset if I had said Sentinel at Death's Door? I'm
What
Would
is
have
just
been very upset.
there's
Why-
no rule. It
Mildly.
just says technically the ruling is it's a creature. It doesn't have to be friendly, or I can just end crits as I see them if they're within range. I'm just joking though. So I could technically stop a party member from critting someone.
Why would you do that? I don't like you
I mean, I
today.
could see
No
it in a
no
roleplay
crits for you.
I could see it in a role play aspect if someone was going to go too far and kill someone, maybe. But
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
other
that's
than
Like a
that, I
fight.
don't see the. I would not do that
Overall.
in combat. But it's funny that it's not. It doesn't specify.
Yeah, no,
It
that's
might be helpful for mind-controlled allies to prevent them from critting other allies.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
That's a
for
good one.
sure.
That's where Thorn's head went to is concerning, but not far
Well,
off
it's
base.
because as a wizard, I have spells that do stuff like that, where I get to pick who they target. So
Right. Anyway, so you hit
I'm
him
not
with the
done
crit, and now what?
I'm gonna bonus action Hungry Jaw, so I'm gonna bite him.
Okay, give it a bite.
I knew you wanted to eat these motherfuckers.
All right. Yeah. Oh, that hits.
It teetered on that 4 for a
It,
second.
it did. Oh no,
Max damage.
I don't like it.
And then
Nom nom nom.
and then I get some temp HP.
Okay.
And
That temp HP doesn't stack, right? It's just
no.
every time you
I
get
can
it.
also only use it once per rest anyway.
Oh, okay. All right. So the one inside the chest. Force a save, please.
But it's at the end of their turn, or if they enter. So I assume he's walking into the fire.
So what we're doing is he's thrashing around inside, so he might enter it. Right now, he's not in it because he wasn't in it before. So we've been doing it at the beginning of all his turns, and basically if he takes damage, he does one thing, and if he doesn't take damage, he does another. So that's why we've been going back and forth.
Okay. Fair enough.
All right, so he succeeds. So he is going to try to, once again, get out of this damn chest that he is trapped in. Dalthrin?
I prefer he stays in the box.
Okay, so I am not rolling because you are rolling way too high and I don't have that kind of strength. All right, this one here, who has been bitten by Lockjaw over here. He is going
Are
to
you like a
do.
Komodo dragon by any chance with your bites?
He's going to do a life drain on you. 15.
Shield.
Okay.
It's just like gonna wear through those spells.
I got so many more spell slots, man.
All I'm saying is, remember, this is only the first room. Oh, second room technically. So burn through them.
I have 11 more.
At first level, you can only have 4.
Well, he can upcast as
well.
well.
Right, he could upcast it. I'm saying, but at first level,
I'm counting all my spell slots.
Right, so yeah, I could start burning through them. Don't worry. All right, so that was his first attack. The second attack can only be the long sword, so he's just gonna swing. Because he did the first one, so that would also miss because it was the same exact number. And we're going to number 1. Hello, dwarf. Okay. He's just gonna come up behind you and grab you by the back of your neck. Which is going to miss, and then he's going to stab at you with his longsword. Oh, I almost just rolled damage. What is your freaking AC, just out of curiosity?
Remember, currently it's sitting at 21.
Wow. I need crits to hit you. It's your turn. So you got one guy basically clawing at your back. You have one guy inside the chest, and you have one guy that's stabbing at the lizard. So you guys are pretty much surrounded.
Yup. I want to
be free.
I want to be free. Going to cast, I think it should move over, but going to cast Spiritual Weapon right in the square next to him with a bonus action.
Okay. You talking about like right here? Wait,
what? Yeah, yeah, for whatever reason, it's putting it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, that's where I want it. And it'll auto attack him. I don't think it. Yep. So melee attack.
That's gonna hit. Jesus.
And I'll continue to actively with my action hold the other one in his coffin.
You're not getting out. Okay. Vimir, you're up. What?
I'm trying to see how. Yeah, I'm going to move there.
Okay.
Going around Kalista. And I'm going to swing again with my rapier.
Okay, which one?
Target White Run still.
Okay, go for it. So that's gonna hit. And because he's in position now, that's sneak attack. So go ahead and roll damage. Ow.
That's a lot of
33.
damage.
That was a lot of damage. Yeah,
Holy
you
crap.
so I just like how you ran up, ran past him, like looked over like Dalton's shoulder and just stabbed him in the face. Like, ow. Alright, he's dead. Anything else?
Nope.
Alright.
Sleepy Calista.
Yeah, Kalista's still unconscious. So, Gizzard.
Shocking grasp.
Okie dokie. That's gonna hit. He's still in it. He's still holding on, this guy.
Cool. And, well, he has no reactions.
That's fine. Alright. Save for this one. Go ahead.
I would have gotten Callista up at this point, but I could not let the numbers change. The numbers against us shift.
So he succeeds. Oh my goodness.
Well, let's see if he gets out this time. He
Fuck.
might.
He might. Oh no. Let's roll my check. Can I give myself inspiration?
No.
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 Ha! He's out. Fuck out of here. So, that's his thing, but he's out of this freaking box. Okay. Number
Does that mean
two.
the lid is open?
I don't know, because I would think he kind of pushed his way out, and then
He like wormed himself out of the.
yeah, he
the
wormed himself
opening.
out, and then you guys like pushed the lid back down. So if we want to say that he pushed it all the way up, you would have to make a dex save to see if you're not prone again.
Well, how much did he outdo me on the strength?
He didn't do it by much. So like I said, I think he just wormed his way out. If he would have crushed you on the save, I think he would have blown it open. So
Literally got enough space and went full like raccoon on it and slithered his way out of it.
Yeah. He cocooned his way out. Rainbow Callista's already been spared. So they did spare the dying. She's stabilized. Also, Thorn answered the same question. Thank you, Thorn.
Yep.
All right.
I took care of that immediately.
Yes, that was shocking that you did that. All right, so this is the one that was not in a bucket, and he is going to attack with his longsword on the wizard, because that's who he was fight. He was fighting already. That misses. Second attack. Second attack
No.
crit.
I'll use my reaction to negate that.
It still automatically hits though.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm gonna do damage. It shouldn't be enough to kill you. And then you manage to hold on to your spell, and I gotta give you back 10 points. So you should be at 17, right? That sounds right, math?
Yes.
Okay. That's all of its attacks. So
the time I take a subclass that can negate crits, you're rolling them like crazy.
I know. Now, let me ask you a question. Did you take that subclass because of like what happens to you on often?
I've wanted to play this subclass particularly for a while, and every
Okay.
game that I've tried, the games have ended before I could get to like level 2.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'm like, okay, here's my chance.
Gotcha. All right, it's actually your turn too.
I'm going to move this over here because that's
fair.
Concern on the distance. I'll attack with my bonus action with that first before I do anything.
That
16.
is going to hit, yeah. Oh, for the Jesus.
That's terrible damage.
That's good damage. What are you talking about? Anyway.
And then
For you.
I will risk the hit and I'll move here.
Oh, you're gonna disengage? Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
No,
you're
I'm
not
not
you're not disengaging.
But
Yeah.
one of them can take a hit, one of them can't. Right? No, he wins. The shocking grasp. Does that still? How long does that last for the one?
It's
until the start of its next turn.
Right. So it happened. Well, you went before them.
Yeah, so it's over.
So they both can attack him.
So both would get. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I thought. And since you guys aren't giving me opportunities, I'm gonna swing both of them. So first longsword. That misses. And the other one, longsword. That misses as well, because fucking dwarves. Dwarves are definitely armored. Okay, you risked the hit. It was a good risk. You didn't get hit. I feel like they did hit you. It was just like ping ping. And you're like, good dwarven steel. And just kept going.
I'm going to cast a Cure Wounds at 4th level on Callista using Circle of Mortality for a guaranteed 37 points of healing.
Wow.
Holy
Okay, so hit her with 37 points. She should be good.
Yep.
All right, Kalisa, you're awake, but you're still prone.
And that will be my turn. That was both action and bonus action.
Very nice.
Do you want to call pause right now? Since we're almost like
No, you're almost
about
done.
an hour away of ending. Okay.
Yeah, you're almost done. We'll end a little bit earlier.
Yeah, okay.
What did you say though?
Who?
You said that was a bonus action and an action?
Yeah, that was my bonus action, my action, movement. That's my turn.
Oh yeah, okay. I got
I was
confused.
checklisting myself.
Gotcha. You know there's an extension that has the checklist that puts it back
I don't need
on the
that most
bottom.
of the time.
I was like, Anyway, Vamir, it's your turn.
I'm going to move towards the one that's full health
Okay.
or close to it. I'm
Foolish
going
health.
to target them
Okay.
and swing with my rapier.
Go for it.
Come on.
That's actually a hit. You have a lot of pluses, so do damage.
I would say that's a positive.
I was a positive. Yeah, definitely. Ow.
Yep. And that was 26 damage.
Yes.
It's good.
And that's my turn.
All right. Callista, you are conscious.
Is standing a movement or an action?
Standing uses half your movement.
Half a movement. Okay, so standing.
Okay.
So I'm no longer prone.
I'm taking it off. Hold on. Okay. Go
And as
ahead.
I'm standing and picking up my bow.
Yeah, that's fine. Because whenever you go unconscious, everything you had in your hand goes onto the ground. So your rapier, too.
So right now I'm focused on the bow. I'll leave the rapier on the ground.
Okay.
Till then.
That's fine.
And then I didn't think I was gonna get back up where these suckers were going, so let me retarget that one. And then shoot. And ta-da! Oh my god.
Still weak in the knees after being unconscious, I see.
So
Damn freaking dice today. Oh
what
my
is
god.
it? Like you can't shoot your own people, right? With sharpshooter? Did we ever say that?
I'm not supposed to be I don't think
I think you did that with Rain. You ruled that with Rain because you were like, I would totally make you do this, but you have sharpshooter, so there's no chance you would ever do that.
Let's see. No. Well, if I did it there, I guess I gotta leave it there too. Okay.
Okay, well that's annoying. And see, and I can take my second shot too.
Yeah, you put an arrow really, really close to Gizzard, though.
Well, let's try this again.
Hey, careful.
Oh, that's better.
That's
I brought you into this fight to help us. No.
Gizzard, are you getting memories from last time you got shot?
A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit of a flashback. Okay, so that one
There
has
we go.
damage.
Okay. This is just gonna sigh for a second. Move, and I don't believe there was a bonus action I was gonna use yet. Nope. Okay. Button.
Gizzard. Also, your feet are hot.
No, they're not. I dropped the spell.
So what? It was on for like 6 rounds.
Yeah, and stone
Does
takes
someone-
a really long time to heat
Does
up.
someone smell? It's a pizza stone, guys. We're gonna have pizza after this.
I'm gonna continue to shock and grasp this guy.
I don't know which one, but okay. I'm guessing the one you already hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so go ahead.
Yeah, same guy.
Not the Jack in the Box, the other guy. Oh, it did roll
Another
over.
critical. Yeah, it did roll over. Another critical. I negate it.
I don't think you can.
I can if I
Otherwise,
want.
And I think that
No.
guy's charred.
Yeah, he's dead. I want to be able to negate it
Charbroiled,
too.
that's for sure.
How's he die? Tell me.
We briefly see more of his skeleton
Mhm.
because it's lightning damage, and he just collapses in a pile.
Okay.
I don't think I have any bonus actions, but that's my turn. Actually, you know what? Hey, Dolphin, are you willing?
Sure.
I'm going to use a benign transposition. Dolphin and I swap places.
Okay. I got it. I'll just move you. Okay.
That's probably easier, yeah.
Yeah. So you guys all of a sudden switch places.
Thanks.
That's new.
I don't like it.
It's another game where I have a wizard moving me about.
Mm-hmm.
The wizard on Saturday does the same thing to me when he needs a shield in front of him.
Yep. All right, so this one is gonna go, but Dalton wasn't there, so he doesn't have him targeted. He has Vermeer targeted, and he's going to swing his sword. Swiggy swing. That's going to miss. Second attack. Oh my god. I rolled a 1. Let's see. So, like, he goes to swing at you, Vermeer, and you kind of just, like, move to your side and, like, poke up with your rapier. His sword goes, like, flying down the corridor.
Smooth.
Deltrin? Also, realize that the critical fails that I apply to my monsters, I'm going to start applying to you as players, too.
Hey, you can't kick yourself in the nuts and then you can't cripple yourself and then be like, I'm gonna punish you because I fucked myself up.
No, I'm allowing you to come up with your own creative crits, but
Yeah,
if
that's
I
true.
have to, I will start rolling on a table. Now, Delton, it's your turn.
Let's table that discussion. We'll start with I have it up, so I'll use the spiritual weapon first.
Okay. That hits.
Misses. Oh, does it? Okay.
That hits. All right,
Then
it's
he's
dead.
gone.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I don't care if he loses his weapon. All right, you have completed the combat.
I think you broke Silver.
She's
It's
fine.
not the.
She'll live.
She's gonna have a real rough campaign.
Yeah, this is episode 1. Like, think about
Technically,
this.
it's episode. We started out with me killing her with the poopy remark, and
yeah, it's gonna be a long campaign, Silver, because realize
you got yourself into.
We have a pun counter because of him. So this has got to be a constant thing. Anyway,
there's a streamer that I watched recently, and I made a pun. They were making like miniature diorama thing, and they were like, why won't this bush stay in place? And I'm like, because it's a giant bush over.
Oh my god.
And I got a round of applause for that one.
I'm not giving you that one. You're recounting a tale.
No, I'm recapping. That's not it. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
All right.
Hey, Bane.
So I am going to give you some now that you're out of combat, and I'm going to explain to you basically what you're seeing. Okay. So in this particular part, you have descended down from the mausoleum. The mausoleum was it was old and worn and run down, but it wasn't as bad as the room you're in now. So in here, the stone walls that line the entire area, they're ill-fitted stones. So it's like brickwork, but it's very sporadic sizing, and you can actually see that there is space between many of the bricks. So there's no mortar or anything. It's just like the stones are laid on top of each other. Every now and then you also see like either charcoal or chalk drawings on certain stones that are a little bit bigger, and they look like eyeballs. The stone floor is again stone floor, but it's like ill-fitting slate stone. So, or not ill-fitting, but like it's not squared off. It's like the marbleized natural slate patterns. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In this room, there are 4 or 6 coffins resting up against the wall. They all have stone lids. Several of them have broken stone lids. And then to the side, towards the west, there is a hole in the wall. So it's not even like the wall was there's a corridor there. There's just a gaping hole. So you're in a room, that's what you see, and then again 6 coffins. And the dead things that are laying on the ground now.
It's a little nastier in here.
God bless. God bless.
Good, thank you.
Okay. I wasn't sure if she was choked, like coughing or sneezing. It sounded like sneezing.
Every
Coughing.
time someone goes
Oh.
on a
Not
sneezing
coughing.
fit,
I appreciate it.
every
you have
time
an
someone goes
OnSword
on
in
a
your
sneezing
hands,
fit, it
you go
reminds me
to
of a time
take
that I
and grab
was
your willy.
on
Ooh,
vacation with
that's
my
not
dad's
gonna
side of
end
the
well.
family, and
No,
my
no.
aunt is
Damn it, this is
notorious for
bullshit.
multi-sneezing. And I was
No, that's the
downstairs
other
talking
side.
to my
Is
dad,
that what you're trying
and
to
he
do?
just cocks his head as she's sneezing somewhere else in the house and goes, "Shut up!" Like,
I used to do that a lot. Like people would be like, "God bless you, God bless you." All right, that's a fucking enough already.
yeah, he said that, and he's like, "We get it. You want the attention about you."
The way I do it to Jay when she sneezes because she sneezes a bunch of times in a row, is I say it in a different language every time. So I
Oh,
say,
that's funny.
"Bless you, Gesundheit, salud," and I'm like, as she starts to sneeze the 4th time, I'm like, "No, no more," because I don't know any other ways to say
I
it.
haven't
So
learned any
you
more
get
ways to
3.
say it.
You get 3, and then you're done.
I used to tell people, if Wiener Schnitzel. I don't know where that came from, but I say it to people when they sneeze. And you get looks like, what? All right. So, you guys are in this room. What are you guys doing? Talk to me.
Clarissa. Calista is kind of leaning a little bit on Artemis, her bow. And just like, what in the hell are we dealing with?
Undead. Again.
Oh, yes, that. Still, this seems a bit abnormal. That's not what I wanted to move.
Well, based on who and what we're dealing with, it seems par for the course potentially.
I mean, also where we are is the Living Dead isn't necessarily unusual. Maybe the type is unusual. Would I say that at least the severity of the undead is more unusual than just there being undead?
They were very stubborn. And I don't like how I feel after their first attack. It's just, I don't like it. It's something weird.
May I suggest not letting them touch you?
Really?
Easier said than done for others.
Just a consideration.
Mm-hmm.
Gizzard's enjoying the view of his little radius. I'm going to get off of the coffin that I am now standing on and move away.
I'm Coffin Man. You still have us not able to move around.
I know.
Okay.
So does somebody else that feels more comfortable going in the front want to hold this so that I can be slightly more useful? Because if somebody goes in front of me and hits and like is fighting something, then I can see it because you're holding it. I can make it something different so you don't have to hold it in your hand. I can make it like a necklace or something. I just need someone else to hold it.
Oh, you know I'm not going first, Gizzard. Hell no.
But
One of the
yes.
others.
Ulthrin, Callista. That's not Callista.
Excuse me.
Callista, that's not Callista. That's right.
Callista, no, not the Callista. I am Callista. I am not your Callista, but I am still Callista.
This is true.
True.
I noticed that you
And
were
I have made
in the
sure
front.
she is undead. Get it? She's not dead.
So
Party har har.
you're giving her the light?
Whoever's gonna reach out and take it.
Well,
Usually the ranger's up front, right? Just kind of stalking around.
That's up to you guys.
If you want to be.
That's up to you. I mean, stalking is ruined by holding a light in your hand.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
You do
yes.
typically go up front. Typically, you can also have rogues sneak up front, but that one doesn't seem like it's going to do it.
No, not with
Lee's not
undead.
here.
Hell no. Give me any other creature, fine. I'll do it. Not with undead. No. Not happening.
So yes, I can potentially hold your light source.
Okay, and then that way I
Want it
can
to be
try
a
to sneak
necklace or
around.
something?
Sure, I have an amulet, so I can.
Well, now you can have two.
Oh, he looking like Flavor Flav now.
I don't know who that is, and I look nothing like him.
Wait, you don't know who Flavor Flav is?
I do.
Oh,
I
okay.
do.
I was gonna say, what?
I know them by name only.
Oi.
Come on, you didn't even watch one episode of The Flavor of Love?
Oh God,
what?
That show was horrible.
It was
so bad. So.
All right, so
We
wait.
can spend hours going over the things
So
I
now,
don't know about.
so the dwarf now has the light.
Yes.
So turn it off and put an effect on him.
I can turn a candle on.
Okay, so you have a candle on. Gizzard, turn your candle off. If you go to the effects thing, you can just turn it off. You don't have to delete it.
I already did.
Okay.
No, your pet rock. Oh no, I see it.
No, the pet rock is when he throws it on the ground.
Okay.
It's too much.
Okay, look.
Okay.
So does this wall look like it naturally collapsed, or did someone...
You have stone cutting, right?
I have something of them. I have mason's tools. Mason's tools. Does anyone have masonry or...
You have some kind of stone cutting, a dwarven stone ability.
Yeah, I believe so.
You have to...
Yeah, I have stone cutting on here. Stone cutting skill, 2 proficiency, history, action, self. Yeah, I have a thing that I can apply when I'm doing something related to stone cutting.
Okay. So, go ahead and roll... What was it, for history or investigation? What was it?
History.
Roll history.
What it says too.
That seems like such a weird one for stone cutting.
That's what it just says on here. I don't know why it would be history.
I assume it's for like carvings of and things like that. Like
Yeah.
like,
I don't think
how old the carvings.
Yeah, I don't think that it would.
Yeah, I don't think that would apply here. You're just using it to see if you could figure out what happened with the stone in this particular room. So I think that would be more of an investigation check. Which is what I was going to have you roll the first time. So roll investigation.
Yeah, it says it specifically. If it's it doubles my proficiency when it's regarding history. So yeah, interesting. You would think that it would apply to more things than that, but you said investigation.
Yeah, I think it's like if you look at a statue, you can be like, "Oh, I know where this statue is from," or "Oh,
Yeah.
this architecture, I could tell." So,
No.
oof.
I'm wise, strong, and stout, not.
I mean, it wasn't. It's not that difficult to roll. Yeah, no, it definitely looks like the wall collapsed upon itself. It doesn't look like it was broken into. Like the rubble is still like leaned up in the corners on either side, but the path down the middle has been cleared. So if the wall
Okay.
collapsed, all the rubble should be like right underneath it, but it's not. It's been cleared, and you could tell it's been cleared.
Okay. Well, it looks like that might be the way we need to go. So
Wonderful.
Oh, don't go too far.
continues to just walk forward.
Oh,
look, I found the rest of the rubble that got cleared.
Yep, the rubble was to the south of you.
Hold on.
I stopped moving. What are you talking about, woman?
Well, before everyone was going to move into this room, I was going to cast a spell, but then everyone started moving.
Stop that.
Because just as a precaution, I was going to cast Pass Without Twice. Wow.
I mean,
Okay.
that's
Before you cast anything. All right. So in this particular room, the roots protrude through cracks in the ceilings here. So you can see roots coming down through the ceiling. A stone stairway in the southeast corner has collapsed, and the nearby walls have crumbled. 3 doors to the north wall are shut. The middle door bears a new padlock. To the west, stairs lead to a small balcony that overlooks the room from about 5 feet above, with just enough room for a door behind it that is painted with an eye. So did everybody get all
We've
that?
seen this eye. And we've seen this eye before.
It's just painted with an eye.
Oh, I see.
I'll give you that one.
Okay, so the way the drawing is, I'm trying to understand. Okay, you said a collapsed staircase. Is that the bottom on the south?
What?
You said a collapsed staircase. Is that what's at the bottom of the image?
No, the southeast.
There's a collapsed section.
So this right here. Hold on. All this is this collapsed staircase.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think that was a staircase. Okay. And
Well, because it's collapsed, it's barely recognizable.
And then this right here.
That is a hole.
That is just a hole. This is the balcony.
So, yeah. So, this right here is the staircase. Some of the rubble from this is in here. And this looks like another, like, it's a hole in the wall. And there is rubble laying around it, but leading back to here. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And then this is the balcony up there. And these are the 3 doors to the north. This is the one with the padlock in the middle.
So which way do you guys want to go? North, west, or the hole?
Well, I can just step forward and take a look through the hole. The hell is that?
Hold on. Perceptions. Okay, so everybody has good perception except for Gizzard. Got it.
I got a 10 wisdom.
So, you are looking down to the south. What you hear and see, Dalton, you hear like dripping water. you hear it like dripping into pools. Like you can hear the splatter of water hitting pools, but you could also hear water hitting like hard stone, like the slate floors. And you can see that there is a pool in the ground ahead of you. You could
Wonder
also
if there was
see
water in-
there are pipes like along the ceiling.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Well, there's definitely another room down that way. I don't know if going up to this door up there is what we want to do, or continue through the destroyed walls that lead into adjacent rooms.
Well, question: would I be spying on us?
What?
There were eyes in other room, or
Bless you. Salute. Salute.
salute.
Okay.
What? I didn't hear a word you said. And thank you.
No, I asked if I would be spying on us, or is it drawing?
What?
Are you asking if the carving on the padlock is watching us?
It wasn't on the padlock. It was on the gallery one, right? The one up on the
It was,
balcony.
yeah, it was on the
Yes.
door behind on the balcony. Like so it's
Sorry, you're asking if the eye carved into the door is watching us?
somebody's
Yeah, because
watching
there were
me.
some back there, and now there's that one there. So could we be getting attacked, or is it watching, moving?
Actually, if you as you guys look around, there's like drawings of like eyes like all over the place. Some of them are big, some of them are small. They're drawn onto the stone of the walls. Some of them are drawn on the feet. This one just and like I said, most of them look like they're chalk or charcoal drawings on the stone. This one on the door is painted, and you can see like the drips of paint running off of it. It's not like a great painting or anything.
Well, you better hope they're not watching us, because this place got more eyes than a potato. So, not a pun. That's just a bad joke.
Okay.
Maybe that is a way to track. Maybe it's way to track where they're going. I don't know. There's so many eyes around here. It's a little creepy.
A little.
Yeah, definitely.
I was hoping
A
Well, the
lot.
last time we had a run in with this group, the way we found them was with a dismembered eye. I don't know why eyeballs, the drawing of eyes, surprise you.
It's not
Vermeer's gonna
so much
shudder a
the
bit.
drawing of it, but the number of it.
Do potatoes also scare you?
No, they're quite yummy, especially when you break them up just right. Is good. I could go for a potato right now.
Me too.
So
Potato.
does that mean you want to check the door with the eye painted on it instead of going down the tunnel first?
There's also doors. There's a door with a lock too. I could probably pick it, but I'm not sure if I want to get that close to anything undead again.
Well, point of
Well-
least resistance is down there.
Sure.
Yeah. To ease your worry, I don't think the lock was living to begin with, so I don't think you have to worry about a lock being undead.
Okay, smartass.
I mean, yeah, we can go the path of least
God
resistance,
Damn it,
so,
Insomnia.
or we can, make sure that
Ha! There's my man.
Vecna is not where you give the freaking DM an inspiration.
or we can just make sure that everything behind us make sure the door is locked, or make sure everything's good. Obviously, those
Well,
are
that
locked, but the one up there, or we
I think
just
I can-
let everything be and keep moving.
Do you want me to go check if that's locked? I mean, we can just
Feel
go,
free.
since we're down here, we can go down, just down the hole, but we don't
Anus is-
know if something comes up.
belching it. It goes, and I butt scooted all the way over there. And so
I
now
wonder,
I'm
is there
feeling
something we could
kind of
just stick a
hungry,
hand
May.
at? That way I don't have to touch
And
the
so I turned my butt over to the dragon, and the tentacles and the
It'd be
teeth
like, are
just
you
come
afraid
out
of
it.
inanimate objects as well?
and laughing
Spewing
at
out
me.
like a
It's not
black liquid onto the
inanimate
dragon.
objects. It's undead. There's a big difference. Okay.
You were afraid of a padlock, and this one's afraid
No,
of a door.
I'm not. There could
And
be
drawings.
undead on the other side of that.
It's. Oh, that's a good point. I mean, that's a good reason to not open it. Not to.
So
Well,
I'm
not
going
at the
to
moment.
so I'm going to point out a couple of things. All right. So I already told you what the walls and the floors look like, right? The doors, there's 4 doors in this room. All the doors are made out of stone.
4?
Yeah. I told you
I know
there's
you said there's the
3
top one
doors
was
to the
balcony. Okay.
north.
Yeah.
And then there's
got
the
it.
one above on the top of the stairs. All the doors appear to be made out of stone with huge metal hinges. Okay?
Heavy.
The ceiling in here is about 15 feet off the ground. Okay. And so was the ceiling in the last room.
And rooted in environment.
But the 2 passages are about 9 feet. 9 to 10 feet. And of course, everything is dark.
False. I have quite the glow to myself.
I was about to say, except for our glowy friend there.
Also, on certain places, like you've seen the eyeballs and stuff, but you also notice that in certain places there is also like little stylized left hands. Like every now and then you'll see like a little left hand drawing.
How many fingers does it have?
I don't know, 3?
I look at my hand that also has 3 fingers.
No. Maybe it has 4. Some of them have 4, some of them have 5, some of them have 3.
Well, let's just go this direction.
But they're always left hands.
Keep an
So
eye out.
weird.
Make sure nothing comes up behind us.
I will do my best.
Dun, dun, dun. All right. So as you head more towards that direction, you can hear more of the water. Like I said, there is a basin in the middle of the floor. You can see the water like sloshing around inside. Now it's like a pool, so it's like an in-ground pool. There's no wall, no fence, no guardrail to stop you from falling in. So you are standing right at the edge.
This is not up to code.
No. Well, there's no children allowed. These
Have you seen
gray
some of my party
lines,
members?
those are pipes that are running across the ceilings.
Is this like a bath, like a bathhouse bath almost? I'm just because I mean maybe it's just the piping makes it seem like that would be almost like a shower from the top, but maybe I'm reading too much into what the artist did versus what's actually there.
That's fair. So I'm going to read you the description so I don't give anything away, okay? Rusted pipes run along the walls and ceilings, and water flows from nozzles in the ceiling pipes.
Okay.
At the center of the room is a deep stone basin that's set into the floor and filled to the brim. The surface ripples,
It's falling. Sorry.
revealing several watery creatures inside. To the south, a closed door is padlocked.
So the answer is my next question: if there's going to be anything in the pool.
Right. So you see the rounded parts?
Yes.
That's like where the nozzles are that are just kind of like basically pouring water back into this big ass pool. So
Gotcha. So
it's like a fountain.
okay. Watch your step.
Random fountain.
You do see like humanoid silhouettes in the water. Like Again, the water is rippling and sloshing around because something is swimming in it.
Yep, don't want to get in that. Don't want to get near that. Going to check. Looks like we have a few doors around us, and the south one is locked. Does any of the doors have an eyeball from what I can see?
Again, the walls, like all over the place, there's little eyeballs, hand symbols. Hold on, let me check because you went to several rooms. Nothing on that wall. And the one to there. Nothing on that wall either other than the padlock. So the one to the south just has the padlock and the door. The one to down the little corridor to the west, it's just a door.
So should I just start with this door here since nothing seems to be a dead giveaway on which direction?
Sure. I mean, we're already here at this door.
Yep. Let's step in here to see if this door's locked.
It is not.
I will open the door.
Okay, you push open the door. You see a room with pipes climbing the north wall, disappearing near the ceiling. Complicated series of cogs and 3-hand turn wheels connect the pipes. So you know those when you see the pipes, they have those big
A valve room.
Yeah, it's a valve room. Yeah.
Night, Rainbow.
All right. Well, this just looks to be a valve room. I'll just step in. Quick look around the corner. Yep, there doesn't appear to be anything else in there.
Okay.
Bug. Well, this one to the south is locked, so should we just go for other doors before worrying about the padlock? Okay.
I don't see why not.
Still being weary and keeping an eye on the water source. I'll go to this top one first. Is that a stairwell down or up?
It should be down. Hold on. Let me make sure, because I'm pretty sure it's down.
Okay, I'll trust you. I'm gonna go check this one first before we do an elevation change. Is this door locked?
It is not.
I will also open that one.
Okay. So this one looks a lot like the valve room, except all the valves are to the south wall. And you could actually see the pipes running behind them.
Is that actually another door over there? Or?
Yes, there is another door beyond.
Okay. I wasn't sure if that's an actual door there or the pipe was just, passing through the wall or something.
Yeah, no, it's another door.
Okay, well, there's another door in here. Would you guys like me to check it real quick?
Have at it.
Have at it. Got it. Is this door locked?
It is not. Rusty standpipes and interlocking cogs cover the walls of this small alcove.
More pipe rooms. Got it. More pipes, guys. Undead pipes. Ooh, no, I'm just joking.
For those of you standing in the basin room, though, you can see that, basically, shoulders and a head kind of come out of the water and are, looking down the corridor at the dwarf. When he starts approaching back, they sink back into the water.
What do they? I was going to say, what do they look like? But I can't see because he's the light source.
Yeah, he's the light source. That's what they were following too.
But that was going to be my question. Is what do they look like?
I said it's like a shoulder and a head.
Yeah. What does the head look like? Does it look fishy? Does it look just like a
silhouette
human?
of a head
Ah.
made out of water.
Oh, there. That helps a little bit better. I'm like,
Going to step down the stairs to check this.
Wait,
doorway
before you
that
go
is-
into that doorway,
Mhm.
because I feel like it's down, but I want to make sure. Because now it's bugging me, because I don't
know if it'll ultimately change this next move, but yeah. It could be an up, given that this could be a different, given that they broke through a wall, a different entrance from the surface could come down here, so I guess that's fair.
I still think it's down. I think it's down.
Okay.
It looks down to me.
Oh, the
Should we
stairs,
cheer it up
stairs are
then?
sad. He
What?
went the same way I did. I said, "Oh, they're sad," and he goes, "Should we cheer him up then?"
Jesus Christ.
Great. Is the door locked then?
You check the door, and it is not locked.
Swing it open.
All right. So you open up the door, and what you see is basically rubble chokes, like to the far southeast corner. You can see that there's rubble in this room. There is a table. Don't move around too far, because as soon as you open the
I was
door,
just
something
coming into
happens.
Yeah, it's just coming to the edge so I can actually see what you're talking about.
Okay. Leaving only a small gap in the uneven ceiling, some of the rubble has been reassembled into a low table, which bears small clockwork components. A hulking, fish-headed creature wearing exquisite silk finery carefully examines the tiny parts and turns and looks at you with his fish-like head. And in one eye, he has one of those things that you look at small, like diamonds.
Magnifying glass.
Yeah, one of those. He has it in his eye. He looks over at you, and you can see his eye on the other side, like really big. And he's like, "Visitors?
I give him this.
I
same
rarely
look.
get visitors. Who are you?"
I am Dolthran. Dolthran, we're investigating, looking for some missing people that looks like where we were investigating came in through a wall back there. So we're just looking around, not to try to disturb you.
Well, no. I mean, come in. Have a seat. Well, you'd have to sit on the floor, but please, have a seat. It is not often that Senzi gets visitors.
Well, why I'm not charismatic, but let's not try. I guess I can still not be rude. I'll step in.
I'll follow him.
Oh.
Yeah, he's a big boy. I don't know why it canceled that move.
Oh.
no. Okay.
Okay.
That's hilarious.
Sir, this might seem an awkward question. Do you by chance have any light that you could turn on? I have a hard time seeing in the dark.
Actually, I think this room should have light in it. Sorry.
Insomnia.
No.
Yay! I love it. Oh shit, that's not what I meant to do.
What? You banned him? How rude.
No. Stop it. Alright, we're just gonna do this. There, can you see now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah.
You're
His
welcome.
belly button makes me uncomfy.
So, Callista, behind you, you could see that there, like, from here up, there is a watered shape, humanoid, like basically at the edge of the pool, like looking at you and your group. In the water, you could see two more of them kind of like rise up a little bit further back. They're not as big.
Well, looking at them, it's like, can I help you?
You say something to them?
Yeah, to see if they respond. You won't know unless you try.
When you turn around and talk to them, they kind of sink back in. So it looks almost, now again, they're just water shapes, but it looks like somebody who just kind of goes like this and is just looking at you from the edge of the water.
Take the fucking drink.
Okay, I'm drinking.
Yes, because since we've had no break.
Well, I told you we're going to end a little bit early. So, as you come in and this creature is bidding you welcome, tells you to take seats, because Sanzi doesn't get visitors all too often. He seems very happy to, like, come in, sit. We talk. You tell us why you're here, and we'll see if Sanzi can help. But like I said, he's a big boy. Like, his bulk fills most of this chamber. His head is almost touching the ceiling. I want to bring up the picture that is in here to share with you. Yeah, I can share it. Okay. So that's
try to get us
kind of what you see when you walk in.
So you're gonna try to get us to invest our money in some type of Shanzi scheme.
Oh my god, I can't with you.
Thank you, cheerful. Lord knows I need it.
You don't. All right. So,
or is it because he's kind of watery? It's a pond sea scheme.
Oh my god, that one was better. All right. So, like I said, since we did not take a break, we're going to basically stop here. So you get your 15 minutes back. There you go. We have some inspirations. Kalista, did you get your inspiration? Yes. Okay. Perfect. So, we will pick up here in 2 weeks with talking to Sanji. Cool? Fantastic.
Cool.
All right. Oh, what
He's going to really sell it with the water scheme and tell us all about trickle down economics.
Yes, he's got a whole bunch of stuff to tell you guys. So, so far so good. You're still alive, and you just sweeped a whole bunch of rooms clear, so that was nice. We'll be back here in 2 weeks. Yes, 2 weeks for this one. Some of us will be back tomorrow for Thorn's game, Rise of the Crypt Lords, where I get to be a player and Thorn thinks he's in control.
I'm very much in control right now.
Because we don't know if we're alive.
Yeah, I think we're alive. I just think we got beat. Anyway, yeah, we TPK'd last week and all of us went down. So we got to see where we.
I was last man standing. That's for sure. I was running like a fool.
Yeah, I know. So yeah, so that's tomorrow. So we'll see what happens tomorrow on that cliffhanger, and then there is no other D&D.
Oh, that's right. It should be Thursday, but it's getting moved because of the other games are shifting.
Yeah, all the games are shifting. So there's no other games this week. We might be playing Sunday. It's looking like a possibility because the group is trying. The other group for Son of the Citadel is trying to figure out a day, so we might be playing Sunday afternoon. So we'll see if that happens. And then next week, I think there is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I don't know.
Friday.
I gotta look at. I gotta look. Yeah, Yeah, it's Friday the 18th. So
I would say plan for Wednesday to not play.
Oh really?
Next week.
So we are dead.
Oh, next week.
No, we're playing tomorrow. we're skipping next week.
Yeah. Okay. To make characters?
No, maybe. One or two of you might.
Spoilers.
Anyway.
Spoilers, okay.
Yeah, so we'll see. But there has been a schedule shift, so that's why everything's a little bit wonky. So I might be here. I've decided I gotta redraw Rain because I don't like the way it came out. So I'm scrapping that project and making adjustments. Also, it's like little things that I noticed. So I'm going to be working on that. There's a couple of other ones I want to work on. So we'll be doing some of that art stuff during the week. And that's really about it. If you guys would like to plug your channels, go ahead. We'll start with Kalista, and then Thorin, you can talk a little bit about your stuff, and then Vermeer, you can plug yourself. While I look for someone to raid into. So have at it.
All right. So hi
Hello.
again, Lady Magdala, affectionately known as Lady M here on Twitch. I'm a righty streamer. I actually had a stream on earlier today because it was actually my day off. But we were tinkering on actually with my character that we had today because there were a lot of weird things going on. But yes, I play anything from cozy games to board games just live on my desk with camera and everything. I pretty much will play anything as long as it doesn't make me sick. D&D is, well, every other Tuesday, all Wednesdays, every other Thursday, every other Friday. All here on this channel. If I get my computer up and running, I'll get my channel also to stream it too, but not at this time. Your turn. That's it for me.
Join us tomorrow for Rise of the Crypt Lord. I will be the DM. We are going to figure out what happened to the players after they got TPK'd last week.
So if they keep being smartasses, they will die.
There will be some dice rolls. Maybe somebody will die. Maybe they won't. We'll find out.
So it's not TPK, it's TPK with question mark.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I'm not putting that in the title. Anyway. Are you done, Thorn?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead, Vermeer.
I'm Silverwolf. I stream occasionally, almost every Friday, but I'm on hiatus until my health gets better. You'll see me here every other Tuesday. I do play more in D&D, but that's not on here, and I'm not plugging them.
Oh, okay.
So, I'm just saying, it's rude.
I guess. I know. Wait, isn't it I don't know how his
Goblets.
channel is Goblets, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It goes by Jugon, but it's
right. I was gonna say his name, and I was like, wait, that's not the channel name. It's Goblets
No,
for the
that's
channel.
not the channel's name. Yeah.
Okay. I know
Goblets
who
and
you're talking
Warlocks.
Yeah, and that's every other Sunday.
about. All right. Okay, so that's everybody.
I would say it's not rude if it doesn't conflict with the stream, the normal streams.
Yeah.
Still. Still.
All right, so we're gonna raid into Sparkles Mandy. We raided into her the other day. I raided in after an art stream, so they seem like very nice people. So we're gonna go raid them again because why not? Plus, nobody else I follow is like playing D&D right now. Ticking Time Bomb is playing some. Oh, they're playing Pendragon.
Yep.
No, I already said we're going to Sparkles. We'll go there. So everybody go over, say hello, give them follows, show them love because I think they play like after us, so it'll work out, and we'll probably raid into them more often. All right. I don't have anything else, so I'm gonna go to the Steam ending and stick around for the raid. Thank you all once again for the follows, the raids. We love all of you, and we appreciate all the support. And I think that's it. So say goodnight, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Night, everyone.
Night, everyone.